All right, folks. So it's been a while since my last live. Just going to wait a couple minutes for more people to join. I said at 2 p.m. So 1:57. Yeah, I'll give it a couple of minutes, and yeah, I think should be okay. All right. Oh, hey, first person to join Memphis Pines. What's up, Blood? Okay. All right. Thank you. Welcome, Memphis. Uh, okay. Wang Li Io. Hey, bro. Thank you for joining. I'm just waiting a couple more minutes for more people to join. There's a new leaderboard thing. So see, I'm here. So all right. So let's see. Right now it only shows 3 people. So yeah, I maybe I'll just wait a little because I said 2 p.m. Then I'll just if you have any questions, you can shoot them in the message, shoot them in the chat. So yeah, okay, 17 people, more people are joining. Excuse me. Oh, damn, it's flu season. Gotta be careful, man. So yeah, hey, thank you guys. I don't know how this chat thing works. I'm trying to make sure that I don't miss any questions. Silk, what? Silk, 广东话. What? So yeah, I'm planning on returning, not returning. So I'm planning on probably going to record it tomorrow. It's going to be I imagine at least 2 hours full length. It's more of a monologue. I wouldn't say interview, and I'll see if I have the time to finish going through editing the video, adding the subtitles. I might be able to upload it next Friday. If not, I don't think I will upload it on Halloween because Friday after that is Halloween. I think it's just because it's on Friday, Halloween. A lot of people might be going partying, so performance not my. It just the video might not perform well that day. So I think if I can't get it uploaded by next Friday, I'll upload it the very first week of November. So I think that's the goal. So we'll talk about my plans just moving forward full time. Right now I'm so I have like 4 vacation days at work. I've decided to take all of them. Originally I was just gonna work through it, and by the time I quit, I'll just take the vacation pay. But it's yeah, the work schedule has been completely destroying me. Like I was feeling so much better at the start of the summer, but now it's everything is like 10 times worse. So yeah, I'm just trying to also I'm at a point where I barely have any time to record or edit videos. So I gotta yeah, I'm glad to have a week off and just get my life back on track. I actually went for a run this morning, and like my fitness has been going downhill like this. So yeah, I gotta try to turn my life around because I can't just work myself to death. So yeah, and let me see, it's good. More people are joining. And so if you have questions, you can shoot them in chat. Basically, I'm going to talk about what are my plans. Okay, there's the so yeah, so right now it's 35 people. I'll go read some of the comments. Sorry, I think I'm feeling a little bit maybe perhaps unwell. Been working way too much, man. Excuse me. Well, but it's good today because so today is Saturday. I've had this is my 4th day off out of the entire week. So I have tomorrow off and Monday off and Tuesday off. One Wednesday off. I'm working every day, but just away from my regular job. It's been just I was feeling good until the start of July. Then everybody at my work, they keep on taking vacations, so I have to cover their shifts. So I've been some weeks I'm working like upwards of like 80 hours a week, man, like 75 to 80 hours a week. It's been insanity. And one of my supervisors, he just quit. I was hoping to work less hours, but doesn't look like it's happening. So yeah, I just have to tough it out until 2026. Right now, my lease is up. Like for the room I'm renting, I signed a 1-year lease, so it's up like April of 2026. I think for now I haven't made my final plans. Probably going to quit then. I think that's the goal. And because at some point it's severely restricting my ability to like just take my contents to the next level at this point because I only have so much time, and also I need to like I need to sleep and rest. I cannot be working like just 16 hours every single day nonstop. One second, I'm having some issues with this. I'm trying to read the chats. This new laptop I bought. So yeah, my other laptop it's just there's a lot of issues, man. So what happened is it stopped like charging. It's gotten to the point where I can only how do I say it? Where I can only it's very very finicky, like the charging port. So it's at the point where it sometimes it's 50-50. Sometimes it charges, sometimes it doesn't. So yeah, and it's just extremely annoying. I have to get this new laptop, but sometimes like right now I'm at the school. I have issues with the Wi-Fi connection at school. It's been very very strange. So okay, more people have joined. So now I have 43 people, so I can talk more about the plans moving forward. Let's see if you guys. Let me read some of these chats. Sorry, I'm doing this live stream on my phone. Like if you're watching on your laptop, it might seem small. It's because right now I don't want to get a webcam and spend like $100. I'm trying to save all my money so I can pay back my line of credit because the interest rate has been quite insane. So I guess it's not too bad right now. It's just the webcam quality for my laptop is terrible. And yeah, because my old one, the charging port kind of stopped working, so I had to pay like $1,000 for a new laptop. So yeah, that's life. What can you do, man? And nowadays, the what? Okay, let me read some of these comments. Stay healthy, bro. Okay, thank you, BOP 000. So, do you find that what? Okay, tropical garden guy. So, do you find that the chicks follow you more? No. So my audience is like close to 90% men. I think what happens is women, they're more, I would say, active on things like Snapchat or Instagram. I think YouTube is just a very male dominated platform. It's very, very same with Rumble, I think. Because even female content creators, they talk about this. Like I watch people like Brett Cooper or Candace Owens has talked about this, like Billy Ray Brandt. Even the female content creators, they say that even for them, the vast majority of their audience are men. Same with Jordan Peterson. He says that over 80% of his audience are men. I think just women are just not into this kind of stuff. And if they do watch videos on YouTube, it's probably like cat videos or something, like animal rescue or those cooking videos. I think they're just not interested in this kind of stuff. Yeah, I would say. So no, like usually the vast majority of my audience are men. The number one age group is 25 to 34. Then after that is like 35 to 44. Then the third highest is 18 to 24. So there are some young men who watches my contents. But yeah, the vast majority of them are men. I just think it's a very male-dominated just platform. When I looked it up, it said on YouTube 55%, maybe 56% of the audience is actually men. I mean, I have a lot of questions about that because even like I said, a lot of female content creators, they say the vast majority of their audiences are men. Look at someone like Alex Botez. I'm pretty sure, like, I mean, she's a mediocre chess player. I think a lot of guys, they just watch her videos to jerk off to her. Let's just be 100% honest. I mean, if she didn't have a pretty face card, I think Alex Botez, she would probably be nobody. It's also very interesting, like in chess. So there's a separate category for female grandmaster. So, I mean, that's very questionable. So I understand, obviously, like, if it's a physical contact sport, you have to separate them. But for chess, it's something that uses your brain. Like, why do they have a separate category for women? That seems to be pretty discriminatory. Like, if you're a guy who is a mediocre chess player, right, and if you want to identify as transgender, actually, like the International Chess Federation, I don't know if that's the name, they don't allow any male competitors who identify as transgender to compete with the females. Like, you can become a world champion in an event where men and women both can compete, but they also have separate, like, women's only tournaments where men cannot compete against women in chess. So, I mean, it's just, yeah, I think that topic is up to debate, but it's very, very questionable that they actually have to separate the genders for, like, playing chess, which is something that requires brain. So, yeah, I think, someone like Alex Botez, if you look at her audience, I'm pretty sure it's 90% men. And but I guess, oh, yeah, what was the question? Do you find that chicks follow you more? No, I think this demographic will continue. I think my audience right now is like 12% women, but I think most of the 12% is like sometimes once in a while they see a video. If I talk about black guys or something, maybe they're interested in the video, they just click on they just watch one video. Where the men are like the regulars who return to watch my videos like week after week. For the women, it's just like once in a while they click on one or two videos, not really part of the regular audience. I think that's to be expected. So, and Wang Li, how high would you say your IQ is? Honestly, I think that thing is a scam. Oh, I wanted to talk about that guy. This that Korean guy. Shit, I have to look up his name. Look up like world record for like the highest IQ. That guy is so like so. I mean, what did Erling Haaland say? Stay humble, right? So that guy is so freaking annoying, man. Like, so like right after Charlie Kirk's death, he tweeted out, says that, oh, as the world record holder for the highest IQ, I shall continue to your legacy. I will take over your microphone. I will do this and do that. And he posts contents and stuff as well, talking about, I think, just thinking about life as the everything. Every time he talks about anything, it's like, oh, I'm the world's highest IQ holder. It is just, I can't stand that guy. I think it's, what, is take it with a grain of salt. I don't really believe in those scores because I've no. So I'll give you an example, Wang Li. So I've had some female members of my family. One of my aunts. So this will be like my stepsister's cousin. So it's interesting. She has not my stepsister, my stepmom's cousin. So she has like one sister and five other cousins. So there's seven of them, all of them female, which is very very interesting. So the youngest one, I mean, she's batshit crazy, man. So when she was in China, she went to one of the best universities in China. At first, she got her undergrad in Beijing, so she went to this like special private school. Then she got her master's at Shanghai Jiaotong University. So if you guys are wondering, if you're living in the West, Shanghai Jiaotong University, so that's like the equivalent of like Stanford or Princeton or Yale, right? Harvard, one of the best universities in China. And she has a master's degree from that school. And she was like a straight A student. Like, her worst class is like 92%, right? It's like she gets everything right on all of her exams, never struggles. I mean, she's an actual retard. I'm sorry to say, like, this woman has a master's degree from one of the best universities in China. And if she took an IQ test score, who knows? She might score like 140 or even 150. But like, there's a reason why she's divorced, and she's just batshit crazy, man. Screams like a banshee. And after she moved to Canada, she had a on and off relationship with this white guy that, like, well, he's a career criminal, like in and out of jail, and he does drugs and all kinds of stuff. I don't know why she was getting involved with this white guy. I guess you can call that white privilege. And they were getting into insane fights. Like sometimes I've seen, like, personally, like I've seen phones like smashed, laptops smashed. Sometimes she would just go crazy. She would pick up a knife and just stabbing the furnitures. And I think they were like on and off for like 5 years. And finally, after they broke up, she started dating some really really old white guy. And when she was in China, she was married to a Chinese millionaire. Then because she's batshit crazy, and then they got divorced. But once again, that's what happens. I talked about there's no such thing as a dink marriage. I mean, they had all the money, and they had all the security, right? So they were both making a lot of money. Her husband was a multimillionaire in China. After they get married, they're like just like, oh, let's just get a dog, and we're not going to have children. Then 2 years later, they're divorced. It's pretty much guaranteed. Like, that's how you get to the 50% divorce rate. I tell people it's cancer. It's stage 4 testicular cancers. It's to the 50% divorce rate. The reason why the number is so high, if you look at marriages with children, is usually around 20% that ends in divorce. If you look at think marriages where they get a cat or a dog, right? And it's actually demonic. Because I tell people, if you don't want to have kids, it's fine. Why do you always have to have a dog or a cat? And these women, they always say, oh, I'm a cat mom or I'm a dog mom. So yeah, they're using these animals to cosplay them as humans. And I'm sorry to say, like, an animal will never ever be the same as a human. A human has more intrinsic value than an animal, and that's how it's always going to be. So yeah, well, all of that aside, so like, this is my stepmom's cousin. She's nuts, man. And yeah, she has a master's degree, straight A student from one of the best universities in China. She'll say some of the most retarded things you ever hear. Like, sometimes she tells me she has this Lexus as she drives a SUV, right? And she says that, oh, I'm on the highway when I'm going like past 140. Well, 140 kilometers per hour. So if you're in America, 140, that's like 85, 87. Yeah, I think about 87. She says that, oh, I feel like I'm losing control of the car. Now tell her like, no shit, it's because like you're speeding. Like most highways in Canada, like the maximum speed limit is like 100 kilometers per hour. So that's 40 over. I mean, if you hit 150, you can literally get pulled over and you can lose your license. You can get your car towed. So yeah, so I don't really believe in the IQ score thing, man. I think what people need to how would I like assess someone's intelligence? I think for the ability for people to articulate. So right now I'm staring at my phone screen. I think the number one issue is that so many people nowadays they've gone like full retard. I'll talk about this. So I'm recording this video. I will be recording like I would say probably 2 hours, maybe even longer, 2.5 hours interview. We'll talk about everything, the fall of the West, and the fall of white culture, black culture, Asian culture, and I talked about this in the past, where I said that the next generation they must surpass the previous. There's actually a quote in China. They call it 青出于蓝, or 但胜于蓝. So it's well, if you're not a Chinese speaker, it's too long. So I'll try to translate this to English. Basically, there's a color in the Chinese culture. They call this qing, which I don't think there's a direct translation, but I guess you can call it like azure. It's similar to blue, but it looks a lot prettier than blue. So basically, if you were to translate, the best way to translate is to say that basically the next generation must surpass the previous, or the student will surpass the master, right? A lot of you guys, you can talk about, the boomers, the Gen X. Oh, they did all this crazy stuff now, like Gen Z, millennials, eventually Gen Alpha. They're all doomed. But so many young people nowadays, they're retards. I'm sorry to say it, because I was just at college and university. Every single one of them, right? Let's say, imagine I'm using my phone right now. So this is the camera I used to record my videos. Like, I just hold up the camera and I just talk, and that's it, right? So many people, they don't know shit. They think they know, right? And here's also the problem. I'll talk about this during my interviews as well. A lot of people, they talk about, oh, Zionism is so bad. I'm like, okay, if you think it's bad, right? So who do you guys think is behind the ChatGPT? So I mentioned this ChatGPT thing because 99% of students in all Western countries use ChatGPT now, and this is a huge problem. So I'll catch up on the comments so more people are joining, because, well, first of all, if you think Zionism is bad, who's behind it? Sam Altman. Sam Altman, his faith is Jewish. Okay, so Sam Altman is very, very questionable. I have personally never ever used ChatGPT. Okay, because when this first all came out, I looked up deep. What do you call it? OpenAI, and I looked up ChatGPT, and I found Sam Altman. Look up all of his allegations. Also, yeah. Suchir Balaji, that Indian guy that was killed in San Francisco. He was killed. He was murdered in cold blood in his apartment. Suchir Balaji did not kill himself. I think Sam Altman probably knows the answer as to exactly what happened to this guy. He was a whistleblower for OpenAI. The whole company is very, very questionable. And also, a lot of young people, they think they know because, let's say if you ask them something, right? Operation Barbarossa, and they just go ChatGPT. They're like, here are the numbers, but actually they don't know shit. Like everything is, they use Wikipedia or Britannica, and they think they know. They know absolutely nothing. For example, I've asked so many young people this question because nowadays I'm just curious. I'll ask them the question. I'll ask them, let's say Adolf Hitler. What is the country of his birth? And I would say over the years, I've asked this to maybe 50 or 60 people. Roughly half of the people, this is all like young people, high school students, college, university students. Roughly half the people, they tell me he's German. Okay, so if that is your final answer, then I think the world is doomed, right? So yeah, remember, like azure is derived from blue. It must, but yet it surpasses the blue. Like the next generation. Right now, the way I see it, they cannot surpass the previous because they're on their smartphones all day. And when I get into these group projects with these students, and everything, they're just on their phone, glued to their phone like this. And when they're giving out a presentation, they're reading everything word by word. Like they don't know shit, and they think they know. If you take their phone away, take their notes away, they can't say anything. And it's so annoyed when I'm doing group presentations with these guys. Sometimes they'll type out like 3 paragraphs on like one PowerPoint presentation on one slide. And when they're giving a presentation, they just read everything word by word, verbatim, right from the slide. I never, of course, like I have notes written down. It's also very important. I have a notebook. So sometimes like sometimes for my videos, right? So if the subject is very complicated, it requires a lot of research. Like I'll actually, just literally, it's very important to, instead of typing things out on your MacBook or something, you need to actually write things down, because I think a lot of people, they can't even write anymore because they're so used to typing and using Grammarly and autocorrect, they can't actually physically write. Sometimes, for video, right, I'll write some key points down and I'll review it, I'll go over it, then I just turn my camera on and I just start talking. I never ever look at my notes during the recording of my video. Same with all my presentations throughout the 2 years college and 4 year university. I have never ever looked at my phone or my notes. I just read, and you just got to be able to articulate. And I think, unfortunately, so many people, they have lost the ability to do that, and it's very, very concerning, because so many of these young people, like, they know absolutely nothing. Like they think they know because they have this Chat GPT. It's so hypocritical, man. Like, and they say, oh, like, oh, Jews are bad, Zionism is bad. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Like, you are literally, like, your entire life is circled around, especially now, like college and university students, their entire life is circled around ChatGPT. They're worshiping it like it's like their God. Think about it. It's actually a new religion that's being born. That's why I tell people it's so important, right, to believe in God, because you will always believe in something, right? People think, oh, you can believe in nothing. These people who are so secular now, they don't believe in God anymore. They don't believe in Christ. They don't believe in religion. But what do they believe in? They believe in ChatGPT, because every time they struggle with something, they just open up their phone. They're like, oh, ChatGPT, tell me this. ChatGPT, tell me about the Great Depression. Oh, ChatGPT, right now my relationship is going bad. I'm thinking about breaking up with my girl. What do you think I should do? Oh, ChatGPT, I'm actually thinking about, moving to France just to study for a year. Do you think it's going to be worth it? Oh, ChatGPT, right now this is girl that I really like, but now she has a boyfriend. How should I approach this situation? Like, it is a new religion, like Sam Altman, right? Oh, you say Zionism is bad, but you're worshiping a Jewish man and who created this OpenAI, who's the CEO behind all of this. So yeah, I think it's very, very concerning. Let me okay, I'm getting behind on the chats. Sorry, I mean, let me refresh this so I can I guess I talked on ChatGPT for way too long, so I need to catch up on the comments, and then I'll go back to this conversation. But yeah, if you're a parent, right, or if you're someone who's currently using ChatGPT, I highly advise against it, because once again, like, you need to know this stuff here. I mean, do you think a lot of you guys don't like Ben Shapiro, which I agree with? I think he's a despicable person. But, when he does his Ben Shapiro show, when he goes into his studio, his Daily Wire studio, when he's talking, I'm pretty sure he does not use any notes, or he does not use teleprompters or ChatGPT. He just, opens up the camera, opens up his microphone, and he just starts talking. He just starts really, really fast, starts about, just all of this rubbish that's coming out. And it's a shame that people like Matt Walsh and Michael Knowles, I don't know why they're still with Daily Wire. They should have left a long, long time ago. But, man, you might not like Ben Shapiro, but at least, he can just, word vomit. You got to be able to do this. It's very important to be able to articulate, because if you got not, I'm telling you, I don't really believe in the IQ test, but I believe in people's ability to articulate. If you cannot articulate, then yeah, there's your intelligence is very, very questionable. So I'm getting I talked about ChatGPT for way too long. So let me read some of these comments. And I'm getting behind. Animal Rescue. She's an airhead. What? Okay. I think I'm really behind on the comments. So right now I can only scroll back to Shinobi. She's an airhead. So I'll let me catch up on some of the comments before I go on. Okay, Animal Rescue. So right now I'm reading comments from Dan. So what do you think of Trump's recent plan? Do you think it'll work out? Because at this point, Netanyahu has no reason to continue the war. Okay, that's a good question, Dan. So yeah, I posted that video, and this is also very important, right? Remember that, so Dr. Jordan Peterson's, right now I'm on Dan's comment, and I'm catching up in the comments now. Sorry, I had my chat kind of disconnected. So I don't think this peace plan is going to last. And also, I'm very concerned about what's happening in Gaza. Like, if they can actually clean up all of the debris. So I think what's going to happen is that they will find tons of dead bodies. And so the death toll that's being reported, what is it, 68,000? I think it's, 68,000. If they can actually clean all of this up, I think it's probably well, in well excess of 100,000, and people and that's why I posted that video. I lost so many subscribers when I said that's why I no longer support Trump and this MAGA movement, because honestly, going into like November 2024, I really thought, because for the past so many administrations, right, it's been a complete disaster, especially with Barack Obama. Don't even get me started on Obama, man. He did. First of all, like, he was the one who normalized all of this LGBTQ stuff. It started with Obama. And also, just like, if you want world peace, right, who is the president has dropped the most explosives on the Middle East in any single calendar year out of all U.S. presidents, right? It wasn't George Bush. Not even George Bush dropped as many bombs in the Middle East as Barack Obama. In 2016, I think, how many bombs did he drop? Like 13,000 bombs. He basically, you're talking about, like, he completely nuked the Middle East, man. And so, like, when Trump was coming back for his second term, I really, really thought that Trump can bring world peace, but it doesn't look like that's happening. I think what's happened is there's a lot of blackmail. I think at the APAC lobby, it's extremely powerful. And I think the reason why Trump has not basically be able to bring world peace is because there's a lot of dirty stuff on him. Like when in his younger days, right? The reason why he cannot end the war in Ukraine and he cannot, well, right now there's a ceasefire in the Middle East, but I doubt it's going to last. It's because probably in his younger days, like, he slept with a lot of strippers and prostitutes. And, so if, Trump doesn't go with, these people's, Putin or Netanyahu's plans, that these footages and photos, all of these, allegations are going to come forward. That, like, you're literally looking at possibly, 50, 60, 100 women, coming out with these allegations of sexual assault. And it will completely destroy Trump. Like, I think the evidence is overwhelming. And the reason why, and this is probably, he did this in his younger days, and like probably, when he visited Moscow or St. Petersburg when he was like 25 or something, he probably slept with a bunch of Russian strippers, and that's how he's being blackmailed. So yeah, I think that's the reason why he's not able to end all of this war. But this is to Dan's comment. No, I don't think this peace is going to last. I think there needs to be a referendum in Israel. Like, the Netanyahu government needs to be overthrown. So it's a complicated subject, and I'll follow up on this point, but let me read some of the other comments, because I think I talked about ChatGPT for too long. I got behind. My channel is 80% man, tropical garden guy. Yeah, it's just I think it's a very male-dominated platform. Even, like I said, Candace Owens has said overwhelming majority of her audiences are men. I think it's because her relationship with Andrew Tate, a little bit weird, I think. And also, even Brett Cooper says the vast majority of our audiences are men. And I'm pretty sure, like, Alex Botes, I don't know if she's ever revealed her audience. I'm pretty sure it's like 85 to 90% men just jerking off to her videos. But I would say, yeah, Alex Botes, she has a very nice face card. I would give her at least a 9 out of 10. She's a Romanian Canadian, I think. She's from Canada, but her heritage is Romanian. So, how much time till you pay off your debt in Canada, move back to China? Andy? Oh, hi. So yeah, I'm just trying to catch up on the comments. So from Andy, I won't be able to pay all of it back, but the next year it will be significantly less. Right now, I make enough money from this channel. I'll post this. I'll talk about everything during my when I record that like 2 hour plus monologue. So like my earnings on this channel is about to surpass like $20,000. It doesn't sound like a lot of money, but it's been life changing because it's an extra source of income and it's helping me with paying back my debt. So I think when I go back to China, I'll probably stay there for like a year or so, and the cost of living is going to be like 10 times cheaper, at least 5 to 7 times cheaper. Now I can just survive on a few $100s a month, and then the rest of the money I can go back to where it's paying back my student loans and line of credit. I have to be paid back slowly because like my debt accumulated over the course of like over 6 years, college and university. Like I can't, it's a 6 years worth of debt. I can't just pay back in a year or two. So it's going to take time. But right now it's decreasing every single month. So because I'm working 2 jobs nonstop. So I'm paying back like over $1,000 a month, at least every month. So it is going down. I'm just glad because yeah, the interest rate was just completely destroying me. I mean, that makes sense. Same for the billiards. Oh yeah, that's a good point. So I'm just catching up on the comments. So I was talking about like the chess thing, right? So this is from Bahamu. Yeah, I'm going back to read the previous comments because it doesn't really make sense. Like there are some, like if you want to call it sports, I think if you're playing pool like or snooker, I don't think there's actually any advantage like when it comes to male versus the female players. Honestly, I don't know why they don't have they have women's only events for like snooker and playing pool, which I think is a little bit. I'm honestly, to me that is woke. Or if you're playing darts, right? Like darts is all about accuracy and precision. Like I don't know why they have separate categories, and also for shooting, right? So is this gonna get like? Well, I hope YouTube doesn't flag this when I mention shooting. You know, it's like in the Olympics, right? So why is there separate categories for shooting for men and women? Like I don't see how there's actually any advantage for man versus woman when it comes to shooting. So it's just a lot of it doesn't make sense. Obviously for like basketball or something, like it's insane to like if you want like Nikola Jokic or LeBron James playing the WNBA. But when it comes to shooting or archery, and the fact that they have a men's and women's category for those supposedly sports. Yeah, same with archery. Like there's absolutely zero advantage like when it comes to male, like physique versus female when it comes to shooting or archery. So yeah, I think the genes you're talking about are genres you're talking about are male dominated, politics and chess, women influencers, blogs, and yeah, makes sense. Like vlog women, they're more likely to watch cat videos or vlogs or makeup videos. That makes sense. I mean, I wouldn't be doing makeup videos. Well, if I was, then yeah, we need to have a serious discussion. Maybe I have to sit down with Don Lemon or something. So I'm a rare people that speaks Cantonese or Mandarin. Yeah, it's getting more and more rare. Like everybody in Guangzhou and in Hong Kong, they all speak Mandarin now. It's pretty much mandatory. Cantonese is like a dying language. Is that what you asked before, Sam Lee? No, I don't speak Cantonese. I speak Mandarin Chinese. Obviously I speak English, and I have like limited French. I actually lived in the Quebec side of Canada, like because right now I live in Ottawa. You cross the river to the other side of the Parliament is Quebec. So it's on and off. I've been making efforts to learn Quebec French, but it's usually I can understand it for the most part, but it's very limited. I mean, on a scale of 10 out of 10, I would give myself maybe 3.5 at best. But speaking is difficult, but for the most part, I can understand it. It's very, very difficult to become fluent. Also, the Quebec French, I think the Parisian French is better, honestly. And the rules for French, the grammar, it's more complicated because there's like masculine and feminine, and there's also formal and informal. English is, I would say, is easier to learn versus like a language like French. There's just more rules that needs to be applied. And yeah, so I've been talking about this a lot about, I want to learn Spanish, but life has been too busy, man. I need to also get back to learning French as well. At one point, there were some days I would put in like 6, 8, or even 10 hours towards learning Quebec French. And but it's been very, very minimal now. Same, like I haven't basically had zero Spanish. I haven't got the time to get started. Hopefully next year when I move down to, full time with this channel. Do you think your demographic is mostly whites or non-whites? You can't tell. YouTube doesn't tell you this. It tells you the age and tells you the country. So over 40% of my audiences, they're from the U.S. So I would say it's probably like maybe 50% white people, and the other 50% are like Latino, Arab, Black, Asian, other Pacific Islander, mixed race, light skinned, that kind of stuff. So yeah, difficult to say, but it's probably like 50%. So like United States is like 58% white. Same thing in Canada. Canada is like less than 60%, over 50% white. So probably like I would say 50% white man, and the other 50% like combined, like Asian, Black, Latino combined for the other 50%. Yeah, YouTube doesn't tell you. Also, I think there's no way, because when you sign up for a YouTube account, it doesn't ask you those kind of questions, right? It just yeah, over 40% of my audiences are in the United States. That's why I talk a lot about Trump or politics and stuff. So yeah, and yeah, let me follow up on. I'm getting behind on the comments. Actually, someone so Shinobu Sensui. So actually, someone did that and almost won a women's chess tournament, but he was discovered before winning. Yeah, it's just a woke DEI concept to me. Like the fact that for chess they separate man and woman. Okay, it's crazy how Chinese historian can talk this long for one question. Yeah, I think I talked about ChatGPT for too long. Let me. How do you know the gender of your audience? So scarring C. Yeah, it tells you when I open up my analytics. I can just use so like you have this YouTube Studio app. and it tells you like everything. So yeah, it's about 88% man, 12% woman. But like I said, the 12% woman, I don't think they're like regular viewers. Sometimes they see one video that they think is interesting and they click on it. So, but I would say the vast majority of the regular audiences are all men. The women are, they're more like the random viewers, not one of the regular viewers. So yeah, 88% man, 12% woman. And also I think it's like 0.3% others. But I mean, if you're other, if you identify as non-binary, so I mean, you got issues, man. I'm sorry, you need help, man. You gotta sit down and find Jesus if you are still identifying as non-binary. So, they probably watched the history videos. Yo, hey, okay, Korea, okay. I don't recall mentioning it anywhere. You are black pilled now. No, I'm not black pilled. I'm not any pilled. I'm not any pilled. I'm just me. That's it. So CH is like Chinese restaurant cashier who talks so fast and blurts out so many words. You'd be intimidated to order foods after arriving at this store. Because nowadays, I try to do this on purpose because a lot of people, I think, they have a very shortened attention span. You know, things like Instagram Reels, right, Facebook Reels, TikTok. So I think it's important to talk fast because if you talk too slow, like I've tried to, you know, not anymore. A few days ago, or like a few years ago, I tried to watch some of Dr. Jordan Peterson's videos, and for me, even like, you know, I don't think my attention span's that bad. But sometimes he just talks too slow. I'm like, oh, yeah. Maybe one day I'll surpass Ben Shapiro's talking speed. I have to see. So yeah, let me read up in the comments. Okay, would you take a girl seriously if she's dated a black guy before you? Oh, that's a great question. Shinobu Sensui. So yeah, I talked about this a lot. I would say this: if they like dated, you know, some people like, you know, if they've been dating for like a while, 3-4 months, but like they never hooked up, I would say it's okay. But I mean, if they have already hooked up, if they're already, you know, whatever, consummated the relationship, then I would say no. That's my honest answer. Yeah, if they have already hooked up, I would say no. But if they haven't hooked up, it's okay. That's just if you want my 100% honest opinion. And let me see. And there's yeah, but high IQ people who behave that way is because how they were raised. Okay, it's shit. One second. You guys can hear me, right? I'm having some issues with this internet connection, man. My phone's okay, but my laptop, it's okay, let me refresh this. Sorry, and I might be missing some of the comments. I'm having issues with this connection because I'm reading it from my laptop. I don't know why it's doing this. Shit. Can you guys just like send like a emoji, like a reactions, so that I know you guys can hear me? Sorry, I'm just having issues, man, with this connection thing. Okay. All right, I'm back. So yeah, but high IQ people who behave that way is because how they were raised. Interesting. Chinese misogyny depends on city and location. My ninja. Woohoo, more full-time contents. Let's go, boys. Okay. Average IQ in China is 106. Crazy women are a lot of fun, but you have to let them be in control sometimes. Yes, 100% agree. Sam Lee. Okay. That being said, I tend to like animals more than most people. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, because biology is true, but it scratches it. So I don't believe that anyone says either IQ it's 140, 150, or even 129. Yeah, people are very difficult to what do you say? Very difficult to trust people because I mean, I'm pretty sure if you look at the standard deviation, the spread of IQs, only I believe something like 3% of the population have IQ above 129. So 129 is 2 standard deviations above the median, which is about 100. So I mean, yeah, 3% of the population has IQ of 129 or above. The people who say they're 140 and 150, they're probably full of shit, to be honest. So yeah, generally like, you know, 110, 120, 129 for vast majority of the population, that's the peak. That's the ceiling top. Let me oh, I'm getting really behind on the comments. I gotta, yeah, sorry, I lost the connection twice. There's something wrong with my laptop. Sorry, can you guys like send a reaction or something? Can you guys hear me? I'm having trouble. I lost connection twice. Can you just send like a heart or like 100 or something, or like a shocked face, so that I know you guys can hear me? It is. I don't see any reactions on this. Okay, it's perfect for Chinese guy to have a mean and crazy girlfriend because we have strict parents that grew up in Mao Zedong era. Yeah, so I don't know what to say, man. China is becoming the worst capital of the world. So yeah, would you recommend me being friends with a black guy who's married to a Chinese woman? Oh, that's an interesting question. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. What's wrong with being friends with a black guy? I mean, are you unless like are you like attracted to his Chinese wife or something? I mean, unless if you're attracted to his wife, that might be a problem. But other than that, like, why can't you be friends with a black guy that's married to a Chinese woman? There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, Luther, do you have obsession with black men? Okay. Oh, that's just people in the comments talking to each other. Drugs and lack of sleep and unhealthy food. Chat GPT is my overlord. Yeah. Yeah, people are very hypocritical. They say that, oh, Zionism is the problem. Then they worship ChatGPT that is their god. It's literally a Jewish founded app. So, by Sam Altman, who has had so many allegations against them, that guy is very, very questionable. It's not just okay. It's not just a faith, also ethnicity. So, I'll come back to Sam Altman, but I'm really getting behind on the comments. Austria question for Luther. Adolf Hitler is British. Okay, Adolf Hitler is not British, man. So I work at a. Okay, there's a super chat. Thank you, Norby. Love your content, man. Thank you. There's no. I'll leave it hard. There's no questions. Okay, yeah, I'm just trying to catch up on the comments. Thank you so much for $2 from Norby or Norb. I work at a company where AI is trashing the entire division. We're shooting ourselves in the foot. Yeah, this is very, very dangerous stuff because you know what's going to happen, right? In the future, right now, if you think the stuff you see on the internet is bad, right? One day, it's probably already happening, right? A couple years from now. So, someone like Sam Altman is going to be like, oh, hey, ChatGPT, generate me a scene, like a short 5-minute film of a black guy who's well hung, who has a, huge dick, absolutely just impaling a super attractive blonde girl with blue eyes. That's what's going to happen. Just wait until what AI can do. Yeah, you think right now what you see on the internet is bad? Yeah, it's going to be the end of humanity, man. What's that guy? Stephen Hawking. He's already predicted all of this. I've never used ChatGPT and never will because why do you need it? Like you need knowledge up here. So AI doesn't work ever. No, I don't want race mixing with blacks, but asking a hard question. Do you date women who date black men? I think I already answered that. If they haven't hooked up, then sure. But if they consummated their relationship, then no. So that's my 100% honest answer. Yeah. ChatGPT limits critical thinking and makes students intellectually lazy. Yeah, 100%, man. I'm telling you, man, these colleges, the reason why they're pumping out these retards, I'm sorry to say that, that's what they are because they cannot survive without ChatGPT or Britannica or Wikipedia. There's nothing up here, nothing, right? And like half of these young people, they think Adolf Hitler is German when he's actually born in Austria. So, yeah, it's very, very concerning. Let me catch up on the comments. Don't forget something you've written. You won't forget something you've written personally, Dan? No. Like once, it's very important. Like sometimes if I type something out using Microsoft Word, like I won't remember. But here's the thing, like when you actually write it down, maybe it's muscle memory, maybe it's connected to your brain, you always remember. No, like I never, in the future, I would never ever use something like a teleprompter or something, or actually, read a script. That's just, I mean, like if you have to do that, if you need a teleprompter to pump out these videos, then I'm sorry to say, like you're probably not the brightest. You have to be able to articulate just straight from nothing. That's it. You gotta be able to turn on the camera and talk. That's it. So like if I wasn't able to do that, then I will have no time to make videos. You have to actually write an entire script, right, and print it out or something and read it word by word for my videos. I never use any notes. So no. Once again, some videos I have notes written down. I'll review them. Then I put my notes down and I start recording. That's it. So bro, making trolling videos research. So Luther King, you seem insecure. What? Okay. Do you like BWC? No, I don't like what? No. Okay. Did I? I think there was another chat. Oh, sorry. What's your take on Sora 2 AI? Thank you, JM, for $2. All forms of AI, same with the Chinese AI DeepSeek, it's bad, man. It's going to do way harm versus any good. My advice is to you, just need to stay away from it. Same with ChatGPT. Do not use ChatGPT, man. It's absolutely terrible. It's going to have severe consequences. Just wait until all these college graduates who are going to the workplace and they know absolutely nothing. So let me. I'm still catching up on the comments. Yeah, I think I talked about ChatGPT for way too long. Oh my God. Okay. Chat disconnected again. So okay. Sorry guys. I'm just trying to catch up on the comments. It seems like I've been really getting behind. I gotta go fast these comments. Isn't it? So ChatGPT. Okay. You won't forget something. Okay. Bro, making trolling videos research over for GPT cells. Yeah, do not use ChatGPT. You're asking a real question, bro. How do you keep accessing the classroom to record these videos? Oh, right now it's today is Saturday. On the weekend there are no classes, so that's why. Not during the week. I know school is back now, but yeah, on the weekends, not all the buildings. Some buildings are campus are open. Although yeah, I'm having issues with my Wi-Fi connection, so you might not see me in the classroom as often with this new laptop because I'm having issue with the Wi-Fi. I keep losing connection. So yeah, yeah. What about DeepSeek and Grok? Bad, man. I'm just telling you, AI is terrible. Listen, look up Stephen Hawking's thoughts on AI. He predicted all of this. Stephen Hawking's, I mean, he's 10 times smarter than me. So, worshiping a Jewish man. Yeah, people are hypocrites, man. They talk about, you know, like Jews, Zionism is so bad. But why do you use ChatGPT then? Don't use it. Look, I don't use it. So, yeah, everyone's hypocritical. So, I don't admit it. I just want to see if he will admit as well, Luther. But to be honest, I can't be with a woman who's had bigger than me, a white woman who's been with black men. Yeah, I mean, that's the issue. Like, personally, like, I mean, I don't have a PhD, like, pretty huge dick. I mean, if that woman, if her ex was like, you know, Jason Love or something, then absolutely no, man. She's going to be like completely stretched out and loose. So like, there's no way for you to please her in the bedroom. Like if her ex is packing like 11 inches. So, and it's just, you know, it's not about racism or ethnicity. It's more about size. Like if her ex was super massive, then there's nothing you can do. Like, would you date a girl who's ex, okay, never mind. I was gonna say Shaquille O'Neal, but like if her ex was like Nikola Jokic or something, or Eddie Hall, or what's that guy, Brian Shaw, right? Brian Shaw is like what 4 times the world's strongest man. Buddy is like what 6'8" and like 400 pounds. Like if her ex was Brian Shaw, would you date her? Absolutely not, man. So that's he actually tweeted. I'm getting really behind on the comments. Let me try to catch up. Do you know what? Okay, bro, ChatGPT using AI in general essential skill. Ban AI. I only use AI ChatGPT. Okay, there's a lot of comments. Obama huge letdown. Yeah, like other than not just the bombing of the Middle East, also he normalized all of this LGBTQ stuff, man. It was all Obama. So I think Candace Owens should cover Barack Obama more, honestly, man. She's been way too obsessed with this Charlie Kirk thing. So yeah, Obama, he's very questionable, man. Just as bad as George Bush. I had the questions. East Asians had light skin privilege. Yeah, if you're light skinned, you're going to be privileged everywhere. It's a global phenomenon. That's why like the #1 cosmetic that's being sold worldwide, it's skin bleaching cream. It happens everywhere. Same with like in Latin America, like the light-skinned Hispanic women, they're all privileged. They're way more likely to be chosen by like top-tier successful men. Usually the dark-skinned ones are the ones that end up in ghettos. It's just how the world works, okay? Side high, okay? There's a clap, love of Christ. So I remember noticing when I was a kid, okay, send Obama to International Criminal Justice Court. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and speaking of International Criminal Court, yeah, also like Guantanamo Bay. Why is that still being allowed to operate? How many people did like the CIA and FBI torture in Guantanamo Bay? I think I'm pretty sure 80 to 90% of the people that's still being held there are 100% innocent. They're being tortured for absolutely nothing. I was absolutely shocked when I saw that interview between Tucker Carlson and John Kiriakou. He's this CIA whistleblower. He was jailed for revealing the truth about CIA torture. I think that was the most shocking video I've ever seen coming out of Tucker Carlson. You guys can look up. Yeah, Tucker Carlson and John Kiriakou. I think that interview was released like a year ago. I was shocked to the core. Like just the extent that the CIA was willing to go to torture all these innocent prisoners. And yeah, that video is on YouTube. It's not being taken down. Yeah, go watch that interview. Yeah, I think it's like over 2 hours long. Yeah, I would say that's probably his most important interview. Well, he had that one with Putin, but maybe outside of that one, yeah, you should definitely watch that interview with that CIA whistleblower. So, like K-pop, okay, in The Hague. If you're a normal Asian man, you're just a stereotype local. Okay, you might lose me with that slur on Trump. What slur? Like Trump is he's blackmail, or I'm not sure which party. The fact that he can't bring world peace. Oh, you're talking about like when I said that he slept with Russian like prostitutes. He definitely did that when he was younger. That's why he cannot. I'm telling you, this is the reason why he cannot end the Russia-Ukraine war, because Putin has something dirty on him. So yeah, if he actually tried to end the war, I think the evidence will come out. So I mean, it was a big mistake for him to campaign to release the files. If you leave to Canada, okay. Benjamin, okay. For a second, I thought it was like I saw the end. I thought, okay, this is going to be none. This is like Israel account. Benjamin Nick Lee. If you leave Canada, where will you move to? Since you said you need to pay off your debt, I can just pay it off slowly, one at a time. Just 1 month at a time. I can't do it any faster. I'm already working maximum like amount of hours with 2 jobs. I'll just my plans to eventually travel around the world, but I'll probably be in China for a year because the cost of living is very cheap. And so when I'm there, I can get an apartment for something like $200 a month, and my cost of living could be reduced to like $500 or $600 a month, and the rest of my money can go back towards paying back my debt. I don't have to pay it back all at once, right? I have to make like the minimum payment, obviously, but anything on top of it is a bonus, so I can pay it off faster. Like I don't have to pay it back all at once. So wars are wars, especially Middle East as well. Yeah, Israel is fighting a 7th front war now. It's it's this ceasefire is not going to last, man. It's been a disaster, and honestly, it's very concerning because I don't know who is going to be able to end the war, because clearly, I don't think Trump is delivering, man. So, I thought you were a truth teller. See how smear and make things up. Okay, scarring. See, what? Okay, blackmail, what? Well, what do you mean when I'm making things up? But I have to catch up on the rest of the comments. Okay, whoa, this guy. Whoa, like this guy scaring C, he seems to be extremely offended. But okay, I'll focus on the other comments. It's 100% right. Most women in the West will be attracted to athletic Asian men who are tall. But I mean, there are very, very few tall Asian men out there, man. Convenient. I grew up in an area with lots of whites and Asians. Yeah, you're gassing Alex Botes. What do you mean I'm gassing Alex Botes? I said she's a very attractive young woman, but I think she's not like nobody watches her chess content, really. Do you think people watch her for chess skills? People are, because she's famous because of her face card. I had questions at East Asian. What? A lot of Asian men were not seen as attractive or handsome even by Asian women. They all like the white African mixed the Latin Middle Eastern guys. Okay. I am female as well. While putting down the typical Asian man. Okay. So a lot of comments. It's like they're admitting that women aren't as good. What? I think some of these comments are maybe people talking to each other. Okay. But physical smallness, whatever, that Chinese is talking about all the time, largely is not due to Asians who are growing up in the West. For archery, it's absolute. There's male advantage. For everything else, I guess I agree. Okay. Okay, there's a lot of comments I need to catch up on. What? Like the average Asian man I knew the same size as average white is exactly online account. Men are just better in general, to be honest. As some things. Okay. Wingspan, upper body strength. Your French. What? Your French speaking is perfect? No. It's very limited, man. I believe I covered that already. Archery is typical. Thoughts on mind. Hey, good to see you live. Okay, Raymond, thoughts on mind. Oh yeah, I met with Raymond once. We recorded the interview together. Hi, Raymond. Yes, I'm just trying to catch up on the comments. Use Google Translate. What do you think about extreme nationalism? Okay. Majority of people on YouTube are American. They're everywhere, LOL. Well, it has a big population, like over 340 million people, right? That makes sense. Compared to Canada, which has 42 million. So them separating genders in chess speaks volumes. Men are dominant not physically but intellectually as well. That's why I said, yeah, it's a woke DEI concept to have a woman's only like separate category. It's 100% woke garbage, man. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's literally, what do you think as a woman? How would you feel? It's like, oh, women are like, not as smart as these men. Like, why have a separate category for women? Because there's obviously zero advantage for you to being a man in chess. So it's just a complete woke garbage, man. They gotta get rid of that. So, okay, Raymond, thoughts in mind. So let me read Chess and Birds. 12% female is very high for YouTube. My female audience is less than 5%. Yeah, it's a very male dominated platform. Okay, there's a super chat. I'll get to it now. Focus on more on the comments. Sorry, yeah, I guess I've been getting behind on a lot of the comments because I keep talking about ChatGPT. So, thank you. Okay, there's no question. Dallas looks Maxter. Thank you so much for $10 US. Love the channel, Boyo. Thank you so much for $10 US. Thank you, Dallas looks Maxter. So it doesn't look like there's a question. So yeah, let me oh yeah, Nick Fuentes. He's how do I say? First of all, I don't think Nick deserves to be banned. I think everybody should be. It's difficult to say because a lot of people they say this thing. I'm focusing on Nick Fuentes. This is a question from Derek. So he's audience. What do they call them? Gripers. Yeah, gripers. So he's very. First of all, I mean, you have to. I have to say there's some sort of if you watch some of his contents, there's definitely some form of like white supremacy involved, but he's also very hypocritical. For example, like Nick Fuentes, do you consider him to be white? Like he's not even a 100% white guy. He's 1/4 Mexican. So I mean, if that's what if you're a white nationalist, like if you believe in race supremacy, like first of all, like Nick Fuentes is not even a fully white guy, and also some of the questions he talks about is very questionable as well. Okay, Zionism aside, he complains about like white women, hooking up with black guys, right? That's one of his most popular talk points. He definitely talks about that. Don't deny it. It's true. So he complains that, all these white women, they're, getting on their knees for black men. But look up Nick Fuentes, right? He's no dating history, right? He's officially listed as incel. I don't know if that's 100% true. But if you're complaining, excuse me, if you're complaining about people like Ben Shapiro, right? Ben Shapiro got married at 25. He has 4 kids. Like, what the hell are you doing? Same with, his followers, these gripers, whatever they are. But if you're complaining about the white population disappearing, like, why aren't you getting married and having children? Oh, don't say, economy is expensive, too bad. Okay, well, the average Indian, the average black, the average Hispanic has way less money. They have way less wealth than white people, but they're pumping out like 3, 4, 5, 6 children. But I mean, like at some point you got to focus on yourself. Like, why aren't these men like starting a family and getting married and having children, right? So that's what Charlie Kirk said is so important, right? That's how you continue a legacy, get married, have children, build a legacy. So I mean, and also like the fact I said he doesn't really seem to mention this. Like Nick Fuentes is not even I wouldn't consider him to be fully white. He's 1/4 Mexican, and he obviously has no plan on ever getting married or having children. If you're worried about the white population collapse and these white girls getting on knees for black men, it's just it's just a complete. Yeah, it's just like the people who say, I can bet you this 100%. Nick Fuentes uses ChatGPT. He talks about, Jews are so bad, but like, why the hell do you use ChatGPT, man? So, and also some of it is just 100% false. He talks about how the TikTok is getting taken over by Larry Ellison. Okay, Larry Ellison, first of all, he's not a religious person. Has never been he has some Jewish ancestry like through his mother, but he's clearly said that he's not a religious person. He has never had the bar mitzvah. He does not believe in the Torah. He does not believe in Judaism. He's not a Christian or Catholic, or he's not an Orthodox Jew. And he keeps saying that it's all Jews are all so bad. But like Larry Ellison, he's 100% not religious. And also people are just like when TikTok was owned by by China, they say that Chinese Communist Party, everything is bad. President Xi, Chairman Mao Zedong, everything is bad. Chinese people are bad. Then it gets taken over by American. First of all, Larry Ellison, he has no. Okay, maybe, who knows? Maybe he donates money to Israel. It's possible, but he does not have Israeli citizenship. He's 100% American. And they say that, it's taken over by Israeli. So a lot of stuff he says is misinformation. You have to be, some of the stuff he says, I think, what do they call it? Grifting? It's just to get attention, man. It's very, very questionable. And he constantly complains about like these white girls being with black men. Like, why don't you do something? Why don't you find a white girl and get married and have children? And also the fact that he's 1/4 Mexican is, it's very, very questionable. So, okay, let me Let me catch up on the comments. I guess I talked about Nick Fuentes for too long. Uh, okay, thank you, JM, for $5 US. Nick Fuentes, he's a grifter and Mexican and a Catholic. He's not a WASP, which America was founded on. He will never be in that inner circle. Yeah, it's just, I think a lot of people should question that. He claims, he's basically ideas, he's saying that the reason why America is falling is because there are too many brown, black, and Asian people, all these Indians. But I mean, the fact that he's not even a fully white person. So, I mean, it's just like, Candace Owens. I'm sorry to say, Candace, right? Okay. I lost so much respect for her when I saw like Candace's husband. I'm not saying that, okay, it's bad for her to marry a white guy. She talks about all the problems in the black community. Then she meets a super rich white guy, okay? So Candace Owens' husband, his net worth is anywhere between $150 million to $200 million. So Dwayne Wade, right? Dwayne Wade is worth $175 million. So her husband has the same net worth as Dwayne Wade. And they got married 18 days after meeting at this VIP party. She said, oh, I just locked eyes with him just like that. I mean, Candace Owens is a gold digger. I'm sorry to say, why didn't she ever lock up eyes with a mailman or a mechanic or HVAC technician or a plumber or something, right? How come as soon as she saw this guy with a net worth of $150 million, she just locked eyes just like that? She's like, oh, it's love at first sight. And then we got engaged like 18 days later. We got married a few months later. I mean, she secured the bag. I mean, she talks about, these young people are struggling, these young men are struggling, the struggles in the black community. Then you marry a super rich white guy. It's just, to me, that's 100% definition of being a gold digger. So, once again, I'll pass Nick Fuentes. But yeah, like Nick Fuentes, he's not even a fully white guy. And he does not have plans on getting married or having children. And he talks about the white population collapsing. Like, why aren't you starting a family? He's what, 27, 28 years old? Like, what the hell are these men doing? Okay, thank you. Also, another super chat. Thank you. Non-celibate magnetism monetizes conquest fetishes. Oh yeah, I think you put it perfectly. Non-celibate magnetism monetizes conquest fetishes. I think is that how you describe Nick Fuentes? Yeah, man. Like a lot of people are hypocritical. Like same with Pearl Davis, right? And if you talk about all these modern women, these hoes and that kind of stuff, right? I'm not saying it's it's the fact that her ex was a black guy. I'm saying like it doesn't matter if that's what you like, that's what you like. It's fine. Why don't you actually settle down, find if that's what you like, right? If you like black guys, if you like chocolate, and find a solid black man, get married, build a legacy, have children, start a family. I mean, Pearl Davis is like what 28, almost 30 years old. She has no plan on ever getting married or having children. So yeah, they say all these young women, they're becoming leftover 304s. They're not getting married, not having children, they're having cats. But she's doing the same thing. She's on her way to becoming a leftover cat parent. So yeah, very, very few honest people out there, right? I used to respect Candace Owens a lot more until I found out she married like this white guy who has just as money as Dwayne Wade. I mean, she married for money, man. Now she secured the bag for life, So yeah, very, very few people who are honest out there. So, oh, thank you, Vargas Boss. How's your Patreon content different from YouTube? Right now, my Patreon is very small. Like, thank you to everybody who's supporting me on Patreon. I have like 10 monthly donors. I just upload them ahead of time, right? Sometimes it could be a day ahead. Sometimes it could be 2 days ahead. Sometimes maybe 12 hours ahead. So yeah, right now it's just I've been working constantly nonstop. So I haven't had time to like upload like members only videos. It's just early access. So thank you so much for asking that question. But I'm trying my best. So. Okay, bye, Scarring C. Have a nice day. I think because I said something bad about Trump, it really pissed off this guy. So, Nick Fuentes at Derek. So Spencer Sue. So channel member. Thank you for science. Black Queen non-binary. It's nothing. Non-binary is noting. Okay. Okay. Can you research? Okay, let me try to catch up on these comments. Can you research the Cabbage Patch baddies for what? Can you research the Cabbage Patch baddies for the last reset? Apparently, that's where white originated. What? I haven't heard of that. Sorry, I'm having trouble with the chats again. Let me drink some root beer. Then let me get back to comments once again. Yeah, thank you for the $14. John Ralph Tosido, non-celibate magnetism monetizes conquest fetishes. Thank you so much. I think it's a great comment. Let me, oh man, sorry, my chat disconnected once again. Yeah, I'm having trouble with my new phone. Well, my phone's not new, but with this laptop, I'm getting behind on these comments. So, okay. Let me, okay. Nick, it's a fruitcake. Okay. Chinese historians 100% spot on about Nick Fuentes. Yeah, I would respect him more if he actually decided to get married and have children. Until then, he cannot. Like if he's talking about the white population collapse, then it's just it's all hypocritical. Like 100%, right? He obviously hates Ben Shapiro, but Ben Shapiro is married with 4 kids. Like, what are you doing, Nick? So, yeah, it's just like most YouTubers. They say it for the online clicks. Yeah, it's grifting for views. But fact, Nick is cute to girls, so he'll be around. I don't know. I wouldn't consider Nick really Nick Fuentes. I mean, I wouldn't consider him to be attractive. So there's a term, right? Brett Cooper calls these people like wet cigarette man, or like the Timothy Chalamet, or what's that guy's name? Tom Holland. I don't find those really. You guys find those kind of pale face guys, if that's what you want to call Nick Fuentes, if you find that attractive. No, man, I don't find Nick Fuentes to be attractive at all, man. I'm a guy, but let's say if if I was a girl, I'll be attracted to someone like Kylo Ren. You guys watch Star Wars? I mean, okay, the new sequel, like the new trilogy, the Last Jedi, that was bad. But two of the new movies from the new trilogy was pretty good. Like Adam Driver, right, former Marine. Like I would say, yeah, that would be like the type of guy I would be going after. Like he's pretty. I don't want to, yeah, non-gay way. I say I have a guy crush on Adam Driver. Yeah, I think that's the type of guy I would consider to be like sexy. Definitely not someone like Nick Fuentes or Tom Holland or like Timothy Chalamet. It's just like, ugh, what the hell is that? Like pasty face, no testosterone, right? So yeah, I would say yeah. So someone like Adam Driver, former Marine. So Candace is a grifter. The Spanish are mostly white. There are a lot of white Mexicans. Wait. So AGG? You think Mexicans are white? I wouldn't consider Mexicans to be white, man. Really? So I mean I think that's up for debate. So have you heard of Matt Kim podcast? You should try to collab with him. I've heard of it. I'm just working constantly, man. So you don't believe me? Go to Mexico. Go to Jalisco. Okay. She did not lock eyes with a homeless man. Oh, Raul Moat? Yeah, this is why I was talking about Candace, right? Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry to say, Candace is a gold digger. How come out of all the men she's met in her life, she's never had that instant connection? It's like, oh, we just vibed just like that girl. And then she meets this guy who was, same amount of wealth as doing Wade. She's like, oh, we clicked just like that. I mean, I'm sorry to say, she clicked with his bank account. And now she's set for life. She's filthy rich now. She probably has more money than Ben Shapiro now. So, yeah. Candace Owens has made a lot of money off of this. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. I mean, she's set for life. She has 4 children with this guy, George Farmer. So even if she gets divorced, she'll probably get at least like 50 million from the divorce settlement. So she's set for life. She can say whatever she wants to. I'm aware, but most of them are not pure white to begin. White supremacists are definitely not. Most YouTubers are grifters. All hail CCP supremacy. What shall not be named. Communism got you running track. Okay. It's not about what they think. It's about what white Americans think. Your thoughts on the cabbage? What last reset? Apparently that's where whites originally. Okay, I think I have never heard of that. My millionaire Chinese wife pays for most of my expenses, so I live a very easy life. Just have two tasks to inseminate and to be a dad. Okay, genialism. Is that the account name? I don't think. I think that's a troll comment, man. So Larry Wilson. What? Pearl Davis is so mid. No, Pearl Davis is like 2 out of 10, man. I don't find her attractive at all, man. So, marry up kings. Genialism, what do you think? Choose you. Pearl's a man. Well, she's a woman, but she's not attractive, man. For me, it's not even about race. If you really care about community you're talking about, we need to see evidence you're actually supporting them in a legitimate way. Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, Nick Fuentes, he's not going to get married or have children. So it's all hypocrites, man. So what are your thoughts on assimilation? If immigrants wants to become American or Canadian citizens, pseudonym. So what would you want them to do to become one? Is there anything you want them to give up? Yeah. Well, first of all, yeah, if you want to come to Canada or America, I talk about the issue of secularism, right? Ah, shit. Sorry, guys. My chat disconnected again. There's something wrong with my new laptop. I'll read this from my phone. Yeah, it's time for you to find God, man. Get baptized, become a Christian. I'm 100% serious. the reason why everything has gone to shit in the West is because way too many people are secular. And I'm sorry to say, I don't think Islam is actually compatible with Western values. Like a lot of Middle Eastern people are Christians as well. Like a lot of Palestinians are actually Christians. There are actually a lot of churches in the Gaza Strip. So yeah, it's time for you to find Jesus and yeah, just whether if you want to become an Orthodox Christian or evangelical Christian or or Roman Catholic Christian, it's time for you to find God. It's the only way. So yeah, it's going to be a. Okay, this is actually a little bit concerning with my new laptop because if the connection is this bad, yeah, I don't know. When I go back to China, I might need another laptop because yeah, the connection is not good at all. Okay, chat disconnected. Yeah, so yeah, go back to pseudonym. Sorry, I'm having a lot of difficulties with connection. What are your thoughts on simulation? Yeah, you need to find Jesus if you want to live in a Western country. That is the only way you can find something common. The reason why everything is going to shit in the West is because if you look at, let's say, America back in 1960, it was about 88% white Christian. Canada in 1960 was about 98% white Christian. Now, in Canada, America, the white Christian population is less than 30%. There's no clear majority. A lot of white people, they have abandoned their religion as well. That's why everything is going to shit. You need to find your faith and you need to find Jesus. So that is the only way things can work out in the West. Let me try to get the chats back. Ah, man, this is not good at all. Okay, I'm gonna try to read this from the. You're skipping my what? You skipping comments is annoying. No, I'm having a lot of issues with the connection, man. So and also there's a lot of like spam comments, and I keep losing connection. Okay, I'm gonna read it from my phone because my phone, even if there's no Wi-Fi, there's still data, so I can still read. I'm happy about. Okay. Brett Cooper almost sounds like Rat Cooper. What? Okay, I don't need gym muscles. What? Vertical. Okay, yeah, I'm just scrolling through my phone now to read the comments. I don't know what's wrong with my laptop. How do you feel about transvestigation? What? Transvestigation? I don't think there's a thing. Most of them give a native blood. How can you like a guy? Are you sure you're street? What? Okay. All right. Some Mexicans are native, probably mixed with Europeans native. What I mean, there are whites in Mexico, not all of them. Okay. I'm black Caucasian. My mom is white and what? My mom's okay. Descendants of Spaniards, Italians, Spanish. Okay. Nick Fuentes says money influence is easier to get women, if only for their money. Point about Mexican white supremacists is just that what? They're not advocating. I'm also Asian Caucasian. Okay. There's okay. What are your thoughts on okay? Central Asian and Bangladeshi. Am I classified as Asian Caucasian? No, Bangladeshi, like you'll be brown. Sorry, guys. I'm really okay. This laptop is really pissing me off. I don't know why it's doing this. I'm just. There are a lot of women out there that write serial killers letters in prison. Yeah. You're talking about like what's his name? Ted Bundy, right? So a lot of women are obsessed with that guy. I predict Candace may get divorced. Well, I mean, she has nothing to lose from her divorce. So, I mean, it's possible. I mean, her husband has everything to lose. So, Pearl Davis looks trash. Okay. Keep it up 100%. Not a troll comment. Nick Fuentes is gay. What, Nick Fuentes is gay? I don't know. Is that real? No, I don't think he's ever talked about it. I don't think he's gay. It's possible. Candace Owens is not living a reality of most people. She has money influence, so it's easy to live a better life. Oh, man. Okay. You're skipping. Okay. Sorry. Like, I know I'm missing some of the comments, but like, I'm having connection issues. So Christianity is devils too. Yeah, that's exactly what's wrong with Kazi Rad, man. That's exactly what's wrong with Western society. You need to believe. If you don't believe in Jesus, then yeah. That's the fact that the West is less than 30% white Christians now is exactly what's wrong with the what? Christianity has racial hierarchy. That's woke garbage, man. The vast majority of Christians are not white, man. There are a lot of black Christians as well. So I can do five pull-ups. Go. Thoughts on No King's protest? All religions have variations in them. What? Are you homosexual? Okay. Okay. Who's this guy trolling me? I'll have to wait a second. Some people are going to be I have to temporarily block some people because they're clearly trolling in the comments. I'm sorry. A lot of people are asking if I'm gay or a fag. If you're asking that kind of questions, I have to temporarily block you, man. Thoughts on No Kings? Okay. King Charlie isn't so bad. Nick, Gina's comment. Okay. 300 million whites in America. Okay. All right. I think I'm temporarily caught up on the comments. I'm sorry. Like the connection's driving me insane. This is also a concern. I don't know what I'm gonna do because well, when I go back to China, I don't know if this laptop is actually gonna work or if I need a new laptop. So yeah. So okay. I'll have that aside. What was I talking about? Okay. Let me read the comments. We're talking about Nick Fuentes, which yeah. There's a lot of troll comments. Do you believe that China should continue to speak out publicly against international or continue to focus on their own Chinese history? Well, China has been Georgia Falcon. China has been very critical of Israel for many years now, and they've been wanting a ceasefire and a two-state solution since the start of this war. But which country keeps NATOing them? Not NATO. Which country keeps vetoing Israel? It's the United States. Like, you guys are the real Iron Domes of Israel. You guys wanted to talk about China, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, the real reason why the war has dragged on for this long is because the United States Congress is 100% compromised. So look at Ted Cruz, man. The guy's 100% disgrace to the Americans. So I mean, China was never ever the problem. So yeah, but and also the veto thing is also complete woke garbage. The fact that someone can just veto. There's all this double standard. They talk about the Russians, how they can veto their war against the Ukraine, but look at what's happening in the Middle East. It's America that keeps vetoing all of this to prevent the war from ending. That's the reason why it's lasted this long. So what? Going back to the past, like our former religion won't work unless everybody does it, which we won't. Our culture will either die out, find some way out of this shit. What? 300 million whites in America. Okay, some people are just completely trolling. Okay, do you believe China should continue to speak up? Oh, okay, I got. You guys who struggle in the West should move to China and marry a rich Sheng Nu. Yeah, I don't think it actually works like that, man. See what you've done? Oh my God. Okay. Man, I have a question. Have you think about getting a fake haircut? No. No. Right now, I shave my own head in the bathroom, man. I don't have any money, so I just I buy my own razor and just do it in the bathroom. Okay, there are way too many troll comments. Okay. What's up, Chinese historian? Okay, thank you. I'm addicted to rice bunnies. Most Americans in Congress have dual Israeli American citizenship. I wouldn't say most, but is huge number, and I don't think that should be allowed. Two parties, two sides of the same clipped coin. Well, what do you use to access YouTube in China? For my phone, it's just I have like a Chinese Canadian plan, so it just everything works except for some like the Disney Plus thing, which I don't use anymore. The Disney thing, I can't open it, and also like TikTok doesn't work. Everything else works. Like I got but for my I don't know. For this laptop right now, the connection is bad, man. So I don't know what I'm gonna do when I go to China. I might have to figure something out. Yeah. Okay, it's a super chat. Oh, I'll focus on this. Then I'll go back to some of the comments. Sorry, there was some delays. I'm having trouble with the connection. Me and Filipino girls are good. Ghana by birth and her Filipino. Not only white, gay, Asian girls. Journey Trials and Joy. Thank you so much for $5 US. Yeah, thank you, and I hope that everything is working out for you. Journey, trials, and joy. Thank you for $5. Yeah. Now also, I think Philippines is one of those countries where they don't allow divorce only under extreme circumstances. That's why there are very few divorces versus countries like China, Japan, or South Korea. It's very easy for a woman to file for divorce. That's why there's so many divorces. So I hope everything is working out for you. Thank you so much. Okay, oh my God, there's so many comments. Journey, trials, and joy. So you need to donate Barber Funder, Nando Chavez. Yeah, I've been shaving my own head for like 5 years now, man. I just do it in the bathroom. I just go like this. And then just Buzzcat. I've been, student loans are just racking up. I was speaking to other people online. What is your biggest issue against the Chinese man regarding attitude? Chase M. Smoking, man. They smoke their brains out, man. That's why I'm telling you, it causes your penis to shrink. Like, and this is for all men, but like in China, they smoke like the freaking the Balkans, like the Albanians and the Romanians. Yeah, they smoke their brains out. Like, I probably 50% of Chinese men probably smoke like 3 packs of cigarette a day. I'm telling you, it's going to restrict your blood flow and it's going to cause your penis to shrink. And most of these guys, after they turn 40, they're going to suffer from erectile dysfunction. It's going to be like this. They smoke their brains out, and it's a huge problem. So yeah, that's the number one issue. Stop smoking so much. Yeah, that's what causes your penis to shrink. It's 100% real. So, okay. Yeah, so that's your question, Jace M. Your biggest issue is stop smoking so much. It's terrible, terrible for you. It's going to completely destroy you from inside out. So, okay, there's another chat. Thank you. Okay, let me read this. Journey Trials Enjoy. Oh, thank you for another $5. BBC did a documentary saying that white Westerners go to Southeast Asia primarily for sex tourism. Oh yes, 100%. That's the reason why they go there. Why don't you see you don't see any like white women going to Thailand or Cambodia or Vietnam or something or Philippines. It's always like these middle-aged or older white men. Yeah, that's the only reason why they go there is for sex tourism. Also, it's a lot cheaper versus going to Amsterdam or Las Vegas, right? So yeah, 100%. That's the reason why so many of these older white men get visas there is to hook up with like 18-year-old Asian women. So 100%. Why don't you leave Canada, forget your debt? It's not that easy. So I think I've covered this in the past. It's not that simple. I wish it was that simple, but no. I can't. I also, what I say? Are you 30? No, I'm 33 years old. And also, thoughts on No Kings in America? What? No Kings in America? I don't know. I haven't heard of that protest. Georgia Falcon, I was thinking of doing, what? My next page. Lindsey Graham should be investigated. Lindsey Graham should be removed from the from Congress permanently. The guy's he's a disgrace. He's an absolute disgrace. Same with Ted Cruz. What did he say? He says those who bless Israel will also be blessed. Something like that. That's a lie. It does not say that anywhere in the Bible. So is he a Christian? How can you call yourself a Christian? Like if you're saying just so. In the Bible, it says those who bless Abraham will be blessed. It does not say anything about blessing Israel. So, Ted Cruz, he should also remove himself from the Congress. He's an absolute disgrace. And so, thanks for answering my question. Yeah, please. Yeah, stop smoking, man. It's bad. Terrible, terrible for you. Okay, every man who gives to another country. Okay, white women go to Jamaica, Gambia, Ghana, Cuba. I don't know if that's 100% true. Maybe. It's probably like Pearl Davis. She will go to one of those places. If you move to another country without the thoughts of getting a girl, then you're a liar. Yes, 100%. That's why so many men are moving to these countries. Okay, these. I'm trying to catch up with these comments. That's right. There's no kings. What? I don't know who keeps commenting like no king's protest. I have no comments. I don't know what that is. Someone keeps shooting this up in the chats. Okay, dark girls. Okay. Do you think Asian women are tighter? Yes, 100%. JN from this comment. Yeah, Asian women are, on average are probably well, I don't know. Is there a scale? But Asian women are tighter. That's also their cervix is more shallow. Just look at an Asian woman's like buttocks, right? It's like flat. It's like this. Look at a black woman's like this. That means the black woman's cervix is a lot deeper. Like an Asian woman's cervix is a lot shallower. So it's 100% true. That's why so many white guys they go after Asian women because their cervix is more shallow and also it's tighter. So casual. Okay. Once again, how high would you say your IQ is? It's coming back to the IQ question. I already covered it. I don't believe the IQ score thing. Read somewhere indoor air can be worse for your lungs than smoking. I don't know it's true, but looked at again. No, smoking is terrible for you, man. I'm telling you, man. Especially if you're insecure about your size, it's going to cause your penis to shrink, and you'll get erectile dysfunction, man. Like don't do it. Just don't do it. Can't handle the truth. So thanks for your answer. Other Blasian guy here. Thoughts on the new prime minister in Canada? Is he decent? Dan? No, man. He's same as Trudeau. He's going to completely destroy Canada. Canada is beyond saving, man. It's 100% over. just banking upon. How did they see this truth? All women are the same size. No, all women don't. Not all women have the same size, man. Of course not. Okay, it's the same thing for both man and woman. Who do you think has a bigger penis? Do you think it's the Joker, Nikola Jokic, or Tom Holland? Yeah, no, man. Like for both man and woman, it's not going to be the same. So but we started smoking after you told us to. What? Look, man, if you are really really stressed, maybe like a couple cigarettes a day, maybe one before work, one during your lunch break, one after work. But if you're like those Chinese guys who are smoking 2 to 3 packs a day, like yeah, your health is going to be 100% destroyed. And also, yeah, you're going to get blue balls and you will get erectile dysfunction and your penis is going to shrink 100%. That's what happened to the Chinese guys, man. So don't do it. Just don't do it. How would you know? Was this Jessica Chenyer Uzoho? How would you know? Is this about smoking? Yeah, man. I'm telling you, smoking. Okay, I keep coming back. Just don't do it. It will cause your penis to shrink. I've got zero interest in swirlers, to be honest, worth my effort. Neither are you a gynecologist. What? Okay. So yeah, what was I talking about? This smoking thing? Yeah, just I think you know what it is, the Chinese guys, because in China there's no drugs. Yeah, 100%, they're very serious. So if you're caught with drug trafficking in China, right, it's a death penalty. So I think the reason why that's how a lot of these Chinese guys are cope. Life can get stressful, but in the West, someone might just like they might start doing meth or heroin or cocaine or something or smoke weed. But in China, there's nothing. Like there's not even I've never seen a single gram of marijuana in China. Like if the government in the US, if they actually cared about you, it also shows that your government doesn't give a shit about you, because if they actually cared, they would actually shut down, all of this, right? There would be no drugs in America if your government actually cared. The Chinese government actually cares. That's why there's zero drugs, because so for these Chinese guys who are stressed, there's no other alternative, so they have to turn to smoking. That's pretty much their only option. I think that's why so many men smoke in China. Personally, no, I don't smoke. I don't smoke or drink or gamble, but yeah, it's very bad, man. Like the smoking thing is also it stinks, man. I'm sorry to say, like the smell is just it's horrendous. Yeah, and it's just it does not help at all for these Chinese guys who are smoking their brains out, and it's to me it's just as bad as the Americans who are doing drugs. So, okay, let me It's vaping better than smoking? No, just don't do anything, man. Don't do any drugs. Don't put anything other than food into your mouth. Do your parents smoke? Well, I don't talk to my dad, but my dad does smoke. My mom doesn't, but my grandparents, they both smoked. So it's the vast majority of the Chinese people smoke. Maybe not for the women. Some women do, but almost all the men smoke regularly. So it's very normal to see a Chinese guy smoking 3 packs a day. Have you ever done stand-up comedy? No. Have you ever been arrested? No, I've never been arrested. Why would I be arrested, man? I'm not a fan of my black woman, but my mother is black. Okay. I haven't seen Asian drug addicts in the West, to be fair. Yeah, there's zero drugs in China. That's why I think those Chinese guys, they don't have any options, so they just turn to cigarettes and they smoke their brains out. Yeah. Rice Bunny, 46-year-old man, smoked for 20 years. I'm shy to talk about my manhood, but everything works perfectly. Yeah. Well, if you're if you're a chain smoker for 20 years, there's going to be issues. There's a lot of Vietnamese homeless tweakers in California. Yo, my dad is Cantonese. Trump plans in Venezuela. He's allowed CIA activities. It's why I agree with you that this man is going back on his promises. Yeah, he's not delivering on the world peace, man. Does Xi Jinping smoke? Probably. I don't think it's confirmed. Like, almost all the Chinese men do, man, to some degree. Maybe for some people, it's like I said, right, they may only smoke 3 a day, 1 before work, 1 during lunch break, 1 after. But almost, maybe not as much, but almost every single Chinese man smokes. Yeah, less common. Would you rather have more handsome or taller? I would say probably a few inches taller. Yeah, I would take height over face card. I think height is more important for women. Yo, I think it's possible for human to be 100% detox any kind of this. You think it's possible for human body to 100% detox any type of addiction? I mean, it would take a very, very long time. If you're a chain smoker for 20 years, for your body to completely detox, it's going to be almost impossible. Even if it was, it would probably take like 3 or 4 or 5 years. So, What are your thoughts on Professor Jiang? No, I don't watch his contents. I don't know. Never heard of the channel. Americans got Mao to sell cigarettes in China. So, thoughts on China Uncensored is China Uncensored is a paid propaganda channel to promote hate towards China. Smoking is bad for the gums too. Oh, thank you. Trial Journeys Enjoy. Thank you for another super chat. So I believe, thank you for $5. I believe my generation embraced corn in the mid 2000s. Over millions of young women participated in it. Would you agree that it changed the culture? Yeah, of course, it's a huge problem. And I talk about this. It's made racism so much worse. And a lot of, okay, I'll skip on the comments for a bit. I'll follow up on this. Thank you. So $15 now. Our journey, trials, and joy, right? I talked about this so much. A lot of white people, they get so mad when I say this, okay? First of all, you have to take your own responsibility for your downfall, right? So you guys know Riley Reid, Riley Matthews, okay? So Riley Reid, she's literally known as the queen of, interracial scenes, right? She's been with what, like 300 black guys? Okay, I'm just being brutally honest. She married a white guy. She married an Australian dirt biker. It's these white men, man. You have to, take accountability. What the hell are you guys doing? And it's the same thing. That guy, Adam22, okay? So his wife is currently on OnlyFans, Adam22. And he has a baby too with his wife, another white woman. And so she's on OnlyFans with Jason Love. So Jason Love is a black guy with a 11-inch dick, okay? I'm just being honest. And that's his wife's job. Yeah, you're allowing your wife to do this with another black man who's well hung. Yeah, same thing. Okay, look at Nala. Okay, Nala. She said she made $9 million on OnlyFans. Questionable figure. Then she converted to Christianity. She got baptized. Nala married a white man. Nala has slept with like over 200 black guys. So you guys are doing this to yourselves. That's why racism is getting so much worse. It's because these white guys, they're going on the internet. Then boom, after work, they open up like a can of beer and they watch like Lana Rhoades getting absolutely impaled by a black guy who was like this big with insane girth. Yeah, and that's why they're getting so angry at black men. That's why racism is getting worse. But you have to call this out yourselves. Like the fact that Riley Matthews or Riley Reid, she got married to a white man after being the queen of interracial scenes. It shows that that's everything that's gone wrong with white culture. So yeah, once again, thank you, Journey, Trials, and Joy for $15 now. Like, yeah, you have to call your own despicable behavior. Like you're allowing this to happen. Yeah, and it's true. Look up Adam22. His wife is literally on OnlyFans right now shooting interracial scenes with Jason Love. Jason Love is like this big. Yeah, and they're a white couple with a white baby, and he's allowing his wife to shoot these scenes with a black man. Yeah, they're causing this problem, man. So obviously, yeah, and it's made racism 10 times worse because, yeah, white men are getting this kind of exposure, and they're allowing this to happen. The fact that, these actresses, right, these white actresses, after their career, they can get married to white men. It shows everything that's gone wrong in the white society. Same with that guy, Bevo, yeah. His girl is also like doing interracial scenes with black guys, and Bevo's 100% okay with that. He's a white cuck, man. Yeah, you need to call out this kind of behavior from white men because you don't see Asian women doing this, right? It's white men, they're the ones who are enabling this kind of behavior, and they need to be held accountable as well. It's 100% disgusting. Yeah, and everything I said is true, right? Look at Riley Matthews' husband. Yeah. So yeah, stop blaming other people, or black guys or Asian guys. You're allowing this to happen in the white community. So yeah, thank you once again for the, I elaborated on that point for way too much. But yeah, it's made racism 10 times worse. That's why so many white men, they have so much hatred towards black men. But also, like white men, they're enabling this kind of behavior by marrying these white women. So I inherited Asian sides. Oh, well, that's life, right? Life is not fair. I gotta catch up on the comments. So, yo, I'm 19, go university next year. I live in Bangladesh. Look-wise, I'm a 5'8" virgin Muslim. I got 5.5 out of 10 facially by black pillars. Gave me life advice, not only for dating. Well, Riyadh, I mean, if you're a Muslim, you guys have arranged marriages, right? So I wouldn't be too concerned. Just, I'm sure like your family will arrange a girl for you. I don't think it should be that hard for a Muslim. So I think it'll be much harder. Like if you do, like in China nowadays, they don't have arranged marriages anymore. You've had to, just try to, battle through the jungle. You got to deal with these crazy Asian tiger parents or these, what do you call them? These no, I don't want to use. I don't want to try to offend these Chinese women, but it's a lot tougher, if you're trying to survive the world by yourself. But I mean, if you're 19 going to university next year in Bangladesh, just yeah, talk to your parents. Just like I want to arrange marriage, and they'll find you a girl. I don't think it should be that bad, man. It's I would say it's easier in the Muslim world. So yeah, just I'm not saying that the first girl they pick out for you is like, oh, you have to marry that girl. Just if you don't like the girl, then says, oh, okay, maybe find me another one. Like it's, just or find me the next one. I'll tell you, find one that you really, really like. It shouldn't be that bad for a Muslim man. So yeah, hello everyone. So I started going to the gym at 46 to 20. Thoughts on banker, bald and bankrupt. He loves China. I've seen a few of his videos. I saw that one video where he was in like Ukraine in the exclusion zone, but I haven't been watching too much of his contents. He's been arrested like multiple times, right? Supposed to go to North Korea, but like he had issues with his visa and something. So I don't have too many thoughts. His videos in Ukraine and Russia, I think, are very interesting. But I'm not a huge fan of him. I haven't seen too much of his contents. But he has some good videos. What's your take on Laowai 86's content, opinions about China, about him? I don't watch that video, Jace. I don't watch those channels, but it's paid propaganda to promote hatred towards China. It's all 100% BS lies, man. Because most of it is white men going to China, becoming passport bros. They think all of the problems in their life will go away if they marry a Chinese girl. But it turns out that their marriage is not what they wanted. And they just start spewing like all these hatred towards China. It's all 100% fake lies, man. So I vape, but I'm going to stop. I do weight training. You speak the truth. During the Iron Age, many stories about independent female warriors circulated in Eurasia. All accumulates with stories about Amazon related to the Sumerians. Okay. Most beautiful woman I have ever seen, and cute. Okay. 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 I'm getting behind on the comments. Let me. I guess. Oh yeah, I talked about Riley Reid for too long. Let me try to catch up on the comments. You speak the truth. BBC crying emoji. Right after that, the whole Eurasian step for turn Asian lineage remain. Jason Love, Lil D. Yeah, no, like Riot. So yeah, there's a guy named Adam22. His wife is literally on OnlyFans doing scenes with Jason Love. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So stop blaming other people, man. It's white men who are enabling this kind of crazy stuff, man. So yeah, if you don't know who Jason Love is, Google him. Google Jason Love. Yeah. Professor Jiang is off his skin. Professional athletes don't make much money on average, to my understanding. Yeah, unless you're like NBA player. Okay, unless she did, at least she didn't do dread. Well, I mean, that's where she's going next. So the greatest treasure in China and other Asian countries had to offer steppe nomads in Asiatic women. If his predictions were right, we would have been in World War II by now. Deep in World War II by now. What? I don't know what you're talking about. Deep in World War II. World War II, that's in the past, man. Next will be World War III. Laughing emoji. Why is this on YouTube short? Oh, yeah, it's because the vertical thing. I'm streaming on my phone. It's a good thing I'm using my phone, not my laptop. I'm having connection issues, man. I don't know. I don't know if I can trust this laptop in China. I'm going to have some issues. Sims will always exist, bro. Yeah, it's a huge problem, man. So, yeah, nothing under some. Why would you choose a girl boss when you can have a timid, submissive Chinese girl waiting for you in the what? I don't know what that word is. No, man. China is like the worst capital of the world, man. The world has changed, and only for the worse. Chinese girls are definitely not timid and submissive. The vast majority of them are not. Like in the city where I was born, in the Jilin city, the worst rate is 75%. Yes, 75%. So, and that's the people who actually got the worst. Almost everyone's miserable. Everything in the world is going to shit is because, like I said, a lot of parents are becoming dinks. And after they get married, they don't want to have children. They adopt a cat or a dog. I'm telling you, if you enter a dink marriage, you will end up in a divorce. Children is what holds the marriage together. There's no such thing as a dink marriage. And also, a lot of people are way too secular now. A lot of Chinese people, they don't believe in Shangdi or Guanyin. They don't believe in Buddhism anymore. And I'm not talking about Christianity. I don't think Christians are actually... Christianity is not compatible with Chinese culture. And because you guys know there's Boxer Rebellion, where the Chinese went to war against the Christians. So China ended up losing that war, the Boxer Rebellion. So, but it was called the Boxer Rebellion because the Chinese group was called the Society of the Righteous and Harmonious Fists. Yes, the right society of the righteous and harmonious fists, and they try to kick the Christians out of the country. It's not compatible with Chinese culture. Chinese people, they need to believe in Buddhism, but unfortunately, too many Chinese people are secular now, and they don't believe in filial piety. They don't believe in having children. That's why there's so many divorces. You have to have a child if you want to avoid divorce. I'm just telling you. Almost all think marriages will eventually end in divorce. It's just how it is. A human being has more intrinsic value versus an animal. Yeah, you can say a dog is a man's best friend, but no, a dog is not a man's best friend. Maybe outside, other than his own, his own offspring. Maybe a dog can be the second best option. But yeah, if you want to get married, you have to have children. And if you don't want to have children, don't get married. It's very simple. So they're brutes. Be more tentative next time. Can you talk about black fatigue? What? Okay, I think the account horse. Okay, the account has a very strange username. Are you talking about like crimes in Black America? It's not the number one issue, man. Like I said, the number one issue is like I said, the Jason Love crisis, and also the once again, to drinking some I gotta drink some root beer. Also, people are becoming too secular now, man. I talked about this so much. I also start this when I upload that 2-hour interview. If I cannot get it uploaded by next Friday, it will be uploaded on first weekend, the first Friday of November. Yeah, it's because people don't believe in God. Okay, you want to talk about racism, black fatigue? If you're a true Christian, by the way, okay, when I say Christian, I don't mean Judeo-Christian. I mean just like evangelical Christian, or I understand, I know a lot about Christianity, like the Great Schism, where you have the split between the Roman Catholics and the Eastern Orthodox, right? So when I say Christian, I don't mean Judeo-Christian. Let's make something clear. If you're American, you might be evangelical like Charlie Kirk, but you have to believe in God. Because what does God tell you, right? All human beings are created equal in the image of God, right? God, like the reason why so many people, they say, oh, I hate white people, I hate Asians, I hate black people, I hate all these people, it's because they're secular. Yeah, if everybody truly believed in God, there will be none of this. There will be no discrimination, no racism. Because even if someone's racist, what does God tell you? God tells you to love these people because these are human beings. They're created in the image of God. I'm telling you. And a society that does not believe in God is going to end. 100%. The reason why so many of these Chinese people, like China is going through a massive population collapse rate, it's because, they stopped believing in God. In China, they call it Shangdi. They stopped believing in the Buddha. They stopped believing in Buddhism, in filial piety. Filial piety tells you that the most important thing in your life is that you must get married first and give your parents grandchild. Yeah, that's your filial piety. You must get married and have children. That's the only way civilization can survive. But all these young Chinese people, they're all secular. They don't believe in God. They don't believe in filial piety. That's why China is on a decline as well. That's why same thing with Japan. There's another super chat. Let me get to the super chat. I'll follow up on it. Okay, thank you once again. Journey, trials, and joy. Can there be socially that function with hedonism as basis of its foundations? As a Christian without self-control, we're doomed. Yeah. Okay. So let's once again, thank you so much. So Journey, trials, and joy. So I think that's $20 now. I'll focus on the super chat. Then I'll go catch on some of the rest of these comments. I'll tell you why being a secular is very, very dangerous. Because you guys know what happens, right? When you reach the final stage of secularism, you end up with communism. And I'll talk more about this in my 2-hour interview. There's a reason why I decided I'm going to record that interview, mostly monologue. It's because what happened to Charlie Kirk. I think we're at a turning point. Because the final stage of secularism, it's ultimately communism, okay? The reason why China escaped extreme poverty is because China is no longer a communist country. Look at the Soviet Union. So you guys know, okay, I'll tell you guys why communism is so dangerous. So you guys know Joseph Stalin, obviously. So it's estimated that he killed roughly 20 million people in the Soviet Union. Okay, you will know this very well if you lived in Eastern Europe. You know what he did okay, look up Stalin's anti-human projects in Romania. Look up what he did. Okay, that's communism. Because in communism, there's something called a concept called the bourgeois. So what is a bourgeois? Anybody that does not agree with you is a bourgeois. So in communism, someone who does not agree with you, you can label them as a rat or a cockroach or an insect. You're seen as not human. It's so you if they label you as a rat or a cockroach, that's why I said is you cannot worship your dog or a cat. It's bestiality because a human being has more intrinsic value than an animal. But once again, under communism, a human can be labeled as a cockroach. And what happens when you label you as a cockroach? They can do anything that you want. Okay, red flag. Okay, chat disconnected. Yes, Mr. Stella. Okay, sorry. Once again, the chat disconnected. I'll try to refresh this. And the red flag. Ah, shit. Okay, well, how come as soon as I start talking about communism, I'm having issues with internet connection? Sorry, guys. I'll get back up and I'll talk about this comment. Yeah, because under true communism, like anybody that disagrees with you is labeled as a bourgeois. It means that you're a lesser human, you're an insect or a cockroach. And that's why Stalin allowed these anti-human experiments to happen. So many people got tortured to death in the basement of the Lubyanka and in so many other places like Romania. And okay. And the only reason why China escaped extreme poverty is because China is a capitalist country. Okay, you can try to circle your way around this, but like China is not communist. Okay, not anymore. China was never really true communist. So and China was never really like Joseph Stalin. That's why okay, are you in China right now? Okay, Andy red flag reminds me of Antifa. It's true. Okay, yeah, sorry, I'm having issues with my connection. I don't know what the hell is going on. Are you in China? No, I mean Canada. When was the ever actually outlaw strip clubs and massage parlors are everywhere? So yeah, that's what I'm talking about. China is not communist. Okay, if China was communist, there would be these massage parlors. I'm trying to get my connection back. So yeah, China is a capitalist country. It's just communist. It's just my name. Okay, it's not a communist country anymore. And when I said this, yeah, this is Journey, Trials, and Joy. This is going back to your comment. Yeah, because under communism is a secular doctrine where there's no God. You don't believe in anything. Okay, think about those soldiers during Operation Bagration when they took back Eastern Europe from Nazi Germany. Okay, Joseph Stalin was just every bit as crazy as Adolf Hitler because you have to remember, you guys know the ethnic cleansing of the Germans after World War II, right? So it is believed that at least 2 million ethnic German women, they were raped by the Red Army, by the Soviet Union. And out of the 2 million that was raped and sexually assaulted, it's estimated at least 10%, at least 200,000 committed suicide after. Yeah, and you guys want to talk about, like all these other war crimes. Listen, the Soviet Union was just as bad as Nazi Germany, okay? And the crimes against humanity they committed, in Berlin alone, they raped the Red Army, they raped something like 130,000 women. It's because, they don't believe in God. That's what happens when you have true communism. It's 100% secular. They see these women as non-humans. That's why they did those crimes against humanity. Once again, 2 million German women raped after the war, and at least 10% committed suicide. That's what happens when you have true communism. Yeah, that's just how it is. When you have the final stage of secularism, you will reach communism. And nowadays, you know what they call this, right? They call it woke. That's what woke is. Woke, it's communism and socialism on steroids. It's very dangerous. Because, and look at what these woke people are saying. They're saying that, oh, I identify as a cat, I identify as a dog, I identify as a horse. Yeah, it's literally, it's the definition of communism. It's about the bourgeois, because the bourgeois, they were labeled as subhumans. They're identifying themselves as cats and dogs and horses. That's why for marriage to work, you have to have children. Yeah, I think marriage is a communist concept. Yeah, it's very dangerous. You need to believe in God. And to the young people out there who are saying that God is not real, those people are very dangerous. Because what does God tell you? Like, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not murder. But if you don't believe in God, that means that murdering is okay, looting is okay, arson is okay. It's, BLM, right? Burn, loot, murder. It's all okay because they don't believe in God. So I'm just telling you guys, man, communism is very dangerous concept. I don't know why. As soon as I started talking about communism, I lost the connection. But the reason why China was able to escape extreme poverty is because China is not a communist country. So yeah, I'll talk more about this coming up. It's very dangerous that so many people don't believe in God anymore. Yeah, that's what happens. Stalin's Red Army, none of those people believed in God. That's why they try to ethnically cleanse out all of those German women. Yeah, it's just yeah, look up the rape of Berlin, man. It's
probably the worst war crime, right up there with the other stuff the Japanese did, right up there with rape of Nanking or Unit 731 or the Burmese Death March. So many women are liberated. So when was actually outlawed? Holy shit! Wow. Yes. Do you think Japan's most evil country ever? Who's your number one? Most evil country ever? I would say Soviet Union under Joseph Stalin, man. There's no way around it. I don't know why. I was going to talk more and I lost connection. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't want to go into the details, but look up Joseph Stalin anti-human experiments. Okay. You can look up some of the details. And you can look up, you can find archive footages of the Holodomor. The Holodomor was orchestrated by Joseph Stalin. It's a famine that killed 10 million people. Okay, it's different, if there's an actual famine, due to flood or earthquake or landslide or something. But that was orchestrated by him. Yeah, look up all these Eastern Europeans, mostly in Ukraine. They were all eating each other. They were eating their dead family members because there was no food left. That was all orchestrated by Joseph Stalin. I mean, yeah, he was every single, him and Adolf Hitler, like two peas in a pod, man. They're perfect, like match made in heaven. And it's just, and that's why I said that it's very important to grow up in a stable nuclear family. The reason why Joseph Stalin did that, all of those crazy things that he did, it's because when Joseph Stalin, same with Adolf Hitler, when they were growing up, their dads, they beat the shit out of them every single day. At one point, right, you have to remember Hitler at the age of 13, his brother actually ran away because the beatings were so severe. Same with Joseph Stalin. Joseph Stalin, at one point, he was so severely beaten by his dad that he was actually urinating blood for an entire week. I mean, as a child, right, when you're getting viciously beaten like that, that's going to change you. That's why he turned out the way he did. That's why it's very important for children to have a stable nuclear family to grow up in. That's what happens when you don't have family. You turn out to be absolute monsters. Yeah. Stalin, you have to remember, you want to talk about, the white population collapsing, right? Adolf Hitler and Joseph Stalin, they're 100% responsible, right? Just him alone in the Soviet Union, like after the war, Joseph Stalin murdered 20 million people, almost all of them white. Yeah, he did all of that, right? Under Joseph, that's after World War II. And during World War II, the Soviet Union lost 26 million people, almost all of them white military-aged men. Yeah, same thing with Germany, right? Almost all of their white military-aged men were killed. Yeah, and in Poland, I think they lost something like 50% of their white military-aged men. It's because of those two men. They killed hundreds and millions of people, all white military-aged men. That's why, in so many of these Eastern European countries, their population are collapsing because it's caused a permanent bottleneck because there are so many excess leftover women because all the men are dead. Yeah, and so there's no one to impregnate these women, so they cannot reproduce, and they become leftover women, and they have to take on all the hard chores, and they can never become mothers. They can never have a family. Yeah, it's if Adolf Hitler and Joseph Stalin was never born, the white population will probably be like you're talking about at least double this. Today's population size. The reason why Russia's population has been shrinking for many decades now is because so many military-aged men has died during the war and also under Stalin's rule, and it's caused a permanent bottleneck where you have a generation for every 100 women there's only like 50 men. So yeah, absolute monster, man. Joseph Stalin has to be number one. Okay, I focused on that for too long, but yeah, secularism is. That's what happens. He's a secular man. He doesn't believe in God. If he believed in God, he wouldn't be doing those things. So let me let me catch up on some comments. Who is number one? Oh yeah, I was talking about a comment. Yeah, number one. It's Soviet Union under Stalin. Okay. So many college girls throwing out for free or price. Why so many men still believe in marriage? Yeah, it's difficult, man. So what I would say is that, the modern woman's body count is absolutely insane now. That's why a lot of men don't believe in marriage. I think it's very important to actually have this conversation. I mean, like, you don't want to marry Riley Reid, right, or Riley Matthews. So, yeah, and for the men who still believe in marriage, you have to look for a woman that's, younger. I'm sorry to say, but like if you're a woman, if you're still single at the age of 30 or 32 or 34, I mean, your body count is going to be through the roof. The only way to find someone who's a wife material, you have to find a woman who's younger, like 20 or 22, maybe 24 years old, right? I would say like 26, 27 maximum. And then you need to have a serious conversation about her past, right? If she used to go around and just having all these orgies with all these frat boys, she's not going to be wife material. It's going to be very, very difficult for these men to find a woman who are, just I would say, what I say is the ideal body count to be still considered wife material. Honestly, I would say less than five guys. Anything north of five, like when you're 6, 7, or 8, that's like a gray zone. I would say maybe that's 50-50. But when she's at like 10, if she's double digits, you need to stay away from that woman, man. And it's very difficult. Yeah, a lot of modern women, they have insane body counts now. So yeah, it's very, very difficult. It all started with Planned Parenthood. Before her was Margaret Sanger. So Margaret Sanger and the woman who founded the study on birth control, her research on birth control was Catherine McCormick. So yeah, those women started something very, very evil, and eventually that led to the control, the first pill in 1960 that was approved by the FDA and also in Health Canada. That's when birth rates completely collapsed. That's when divorce rates skyrocketed. That's when hookups, situationships, one night stands started to happen. And yeah, the world has never been the same since. And you can't just outlaw like the pill, right? So if it was illegal, I mean, some terrible people they're going to get their hands on these birth control pills, and they're going to extort these women for insane amounts of money. So yeah, it's very, very difficult to move forward. But that's why I said you need to believe in God. If you believed in God, these women, they wouldn't be doing these things. They wouldn't be sleeping around with all these frat boys and racking up insane body counts. So the answer is Hmong people, Chinese origin from China. Do you talk about Pol Pot? No, I haven't talked about Pol Pot, but no, Stalin's worse, man. Okay. Oh, there's a lot of comments. Sorry, I'm getting behind on the comments. Let me read the comments. Yeah, I was talking about birth control. So, what is Chinese future economically and culturally? It's going to get worse and worse because any society, when marriages stop, when children stop, terrible things happen. Right now, the marriage rates I think has dropped by over 60%. Like in China in 2013, there was 13.5 million marriages. Now China is at like less than 6 million a year. So it's dropping by over 60%. And yeah, in China, you cannot have children out of wedlock. So unless you get married, you cannot have children. So yeah, everything is going to get worse. It's going to be on decline like Japan. Everything will be worse for China. Yeah. Okay, there's another comment. Let me read this and then I'll... okay. Okay, there's another super chat now. This past Friday, as a field technician, went to go fix computer at a Planned Parenthood. Unfortunately, I saw nothing but minority goals. So sad. Yeah, it's Planned Parenthood. It's evil, man. 100% evil, man. And also the number of black women that's getting abortion is absolutely astounding. So yeah, in the United States, it's like 13% black, and the number of black women getting abortion is about 38 to 39% black. And in New York City, right, so over 70% of women getting abortions are black women. So it's a huge problem. It's completely destroyed the modern family, the modern marriage, and also just situationships. It's been skyrocketed ever since the approval of birth control, and and with the abortion thing, so many people they're using abortion as a form of birth control. It's going to be so hard to turn this around. But once again, right, if you're a true Christian, it doesn't matter if you're Orthodox or if you're evangelical or if you're excuse me, let me get a sip. So yeah, if you're a true Christian, I'm not talking about one of those fake ones like Nala. If you're a true Christian, then you do not believe in birth control, then you do not believe in abortion. So these people, they need to find God. It's going to be a very, very difficult to turn this around. Thank you, Journey, Charles, and Joy. Yeah, has changed everything, man. So yeah, look up the story of Margaret Sanger. She's an Irish woman, the woman behind the birth control pill. Jeffrey Dahmer's victim was from Laos. What? Without God, body counts race. Yeah, absolutely. We don't talk about Soviet war crimes because they're allies. Oh yeah. Also, Ape Afe. Is it app or app Afe? Yeah, you're absolutely correct, man. One of the worst things that, if you want to call them the allies, the British, the French, the Americans, they should have never ever armed the Soviets, man. I mean, Stalin, he was, yeah, just like the anti-human experiments. That guy was anti-human, man. I don't know, honestly, I don't know what to say. Like how someone can become as sick and twisted as Joseph Stalin, man. Just unbelievable. Like, yeah, you can find the archived footages of the Holodomor of these family members eating each other's, their relative's dead body because there was no food left and everybody turned into cannibalism. Yeah, Joseph Stalin, he orchestrated all of that. He took their food away. Yeah. Let me read this. Japan has to be the absolute worst country of World War II. Maybe Mongolians long time ago. I don't think Japan was as crazy as Joseph Stalin and the Soviet Union. There could be gods, Abrahamic gods, not Chinese gods, European gods. It's a psyop. Okay, Jeffrey Dahmer. Okay, what is China then? China is a capitalist country. Easiest way to put it. There's no communism left in China. Like they call their political politicians, right? They call them comrades, but that's pretty much it. It's a capitalist country like South Korea and Japan. It's not a communist country. I covered that China's future, everything will get worse because people stopped getting married and people stopped having children. Education, they teach you about rape of Nanking. They don't cover the Soviet war crimes. Yeah. So if you want to know a little bit more about Soviet Union, I don't want to dive into too deep. And also, for some reason, when I was talking about Soviet war crimes, I lost connection again. So look up Genrik Yagoda, then Nikolai Yazhov. The names are really long, hard for me to spell them out. But and also Lavrentiy Pavlovich Beria. Those people, they committed crimes against humanity, especially Lavrentiy Beria. Under the Tunisian embassy, there was a secret chamber where countless number of women, they went through. So these young, beautiful Russian girls under the Tunisian embassy, under Lavrentiy Beria, it was a house of horror for these women. God, you can look up the story of what those young Russian girls went through. Lavrentiy Beria was an absolute monster, man. What he did to these young girls and to the young women who are supporting communism. Holy shit, they have no idea what's coming for them because, basically those girls, they got the Jeffrey Dahmer treatment from Lavrentiy Beria. Yeah, just crimes against humanity. Khmer Rouge in Cambodia, that's absolutely horrible as well. Yeah. The purge was quite damaging. Yeah, and they completely destroyed the white population. They can never recover from it. You have to remember, even before Lenin, the Soviet Union had a massive civil war as well between the White Army and the Red Army. You guys probably don't know this. That's why I talk about young people being like retards now. Like when I talk to these people, they know nothing about this. So there was, Russia, throughout the history of Russia, there's only been one supreme leader. You guys know, like the supreme leader of Russia? Yeah. Let me catch up on the comments, okay? You guys can type it in. Don't Google anything. By the way, I want to see if anybody actually knows this. In the history of Russia, there has been only one supreme leader. It's not Putin, okay? Let me catch up on some comments now. I'll come back to this Russia point. Khmer Rouge, Mao, did he do it? Red Army, what do you think about Japan? Virtue, Nova Scotia, okay. International, Sparrow Lives Matter. Mao was pretty bad, but the famine, so stop the death in China. Mao was nowhere near as bad as Joseph Stalin, man. Pol Pot? Yes, I know about Pol Pot, obviously. Khmer Rouge, body count with protection less than 1. Lavrentiy Beria, absolute monster. I don't trust. Okay. Yeah, it seems like I'm covering comments. You can look up, no. See, that's what I mean. A lot of people don't know this. It's not Lenin. He was Lenin's enemy. It's not Rasputin, okay? It's not Leon Trotsky. Russia's one and only supreme leader, Alexander Kolchak. It's Kojak or Kolchak. It's a Russian name. My pronunciation is not perfect. Yeah, he's Russia's one and only supreme leader. So he went to war. He rebelled against Lenin and Trotsky. And Russia also had a massive civil war. So even before World War II started, the civil war in Russia killed 10 million ethnic Russians. Yeah. And imagine this. So Russia, they lose 10 million people, right, during their own civil war between the whites and the reds. And that's when the Russia's supreme leader, Alexander Kolchak, he went to war with Lenin. Then after that, right, then they go to World War II. And then they lose 26 million people. Then after World War II, through Stalin's Great Purge, right, he kills 20 million people. So 10 million plus 26 million plus 20 million. Yeah, try to add that up. 56 million people. 56 million deaths. That's why, like, the white population, they can no longer recover, man. Those people are absolute monsters. They're the reason why the white population is declining so fast in Eastern Europe. Look up the birth rates in, like, Poland, in Romania, in the Baltic states, everywhere, right? In Russia, in Belarus, in Belarus and Ukraine, the reason why they cannot recover is because all the military aged men are all dead. They killed all of them, man. It's absolutely insanity. That's what happens when you have communism. Yeah. So yeah, the history of Russia is pretty insane, man. Yeah, look up. Look up the Russian Revolution from Cubic to Revolution. Yeah, and then you will realize, man, that I don't know what the hell is wrong with people, man. That's some crazy shit that went down in Russia. That's why their population cannot recover. They killed way too many people. So no, that's not how you spell Kolchak. It's okay. Just look up. You can Google like Russia's one and only supreme leader. A lot of people don't know. Yeah, Russia had a massive civil war that killed 10 million people before World War II even started. So yeah, it's just unbelievable what human beings are capable of doing to each other. Okay. All right, let me. Zelensky recently in the White House. Do you think U.S. should send Ukraine? No, man. That's why I tell you, man. Like Trump needs to stop this war, but he can't. So I'm very, very disappointed in the Trump administration. No, United States should not be supporting anything to Ukraine. They gotta figure this out on their own. So yeah, I'm sorry to say, like Ukraine should not be getting involved. The United States should not be getting involved with Ukraine. Period. Yeah. Black woman top of the charts thanks to the Democrats. 6 million. Hi, buddy. Bolsheviks. Are you a Christian? No, I'm not a religious person. Okay. Hello from Hawaii. Thank you. Holodomor. Yeah. That was all under Joseph Stalin. So Ukraine has been FUCKED so many times. Yeah. Yeah, the Holodomor that happened in Ukraine. Google won't even recognize as a word. Yeah. Ukraine has the highest amount of Israelites outside of Israel. No, man. Oh, third highest. Okay, I think you're right. Because I was going to say it's the United States. Yeah, Genrik Yagoda. Yeah, you can look up the Russian Civil War. Look at all of the men that died, right? So Churchill wanted them to take out the Soviets after the war, but they had like 10 million men too late. Yeah, Winston Churchill was an absolute monster. He wanted this to happen. He wanted the Americans and the Soviets to get involved. I mean, in a way, he was almost just as bad as Stalin or Hitler. Like, the war was over after, the Molotov-von Ribbentrop Pact, right? After, after fall of France. Like, that war was over. And then Churchill, he refused to accept defeat. He was the one who caused all of this, man. That war could have been done. Absolute done, right? Just his ego was too massive, and he dragged basically the whole world into a war, and eventually killed 85 million people. Also, during the war, right, there was a famine, the Bengal famine that killed like 3 million people. Churchill, he tried to cover it up. He didn't give a shit about all the brown people dying. So, yeah, so, I mean, history is not black and white. It's complicated. All of those leaders are evil, man. Not a single good person. Interesting, Yagoda was Rubinsk. Okay. Yannick, use not Google. East Asians are more advanced in evolutionary tree. The spell's right. It's spelled like Lavrentiy-Beria, but it's pronounced Lavrentiy-Beria. It's a Russian name. Stalin. I don't trust Google. About 5 years ago. Okay. Never heard of him. Yeah, see, that's the problem. Like Russians, they had a civil war that killed 10 million people. Almost nobody has ever heard of it. So Yugoslav war? Are you American citizen? No, I'm Canadian, not American. Russia will be comparable to the U.S. if not for World War. Yeah, exactly. If Joseph Stalin never happened, if there was no Russian Civil War, if there was no Holodomor, Russia would have a population of probably over 300 million people. Yeah, they killed all of their military-aged men. So, history of the Slavic people. Okay, he was a killer. What do you believe in if you're not religious? I believe in God, man. You don't have to be religious to believe in God, but too many people don't. Kolchak. Someone got the name right. It's either Kojak or Kolchak. I don't know how the Russians pronounce it. History of Slavic people is crazy, man. Yeah, 100%. 100%, man. And they never stopped. Bankers' cost of living and population stagnated. Nobody can afford anymore. Okay. Canadian, bro. Yes. Russia, Ukraine losing 5,000 plus white men every single week. Yeah. What do you believe? Okay. I knew an Arab goat farmer with Texas, one wife, one nanny, who's also pregnant, probably his child. I think that's very normal for a Muslim culture. So, absolute Chad makes his money farming goats. He was a killer. What? Do a video on religions in China before Christian Abraham. Your country actually has a lot of old records, unlike many others. Yeah. Okay, Chrome 47. So yeah, so just very very quickly, a lot of people don't know this. Christianity arrived in China back in 657. See, once again, I have nothing, right? You cannot be Googling using ChatGPT, right? For you to be able to, how do I say it? Yeah, to the man out there, right? If you want to surpass your predecessors, you have to have this. 657, Aleppo, he brought Christianity to China. It was legalized. He met with the emperor. At the time, China was in the Tang Dynasty. His name was Taizong. Yeah, Emperor Taizong. And when Christianity arrived, actually, China used to have Jews. Okay, China. So Christianity, along with, because Judeo-Christian values, Jesus was a Jew. Okay, well, whatever, a lot of people might disagree, but that's how it happens. Christianity and Judaism arrived at the same time in China in the 7th century. Love your content. I've been hooked on it for the past week now. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. $10 in leak I trust. No, doesn't seem like there's a question. Thank you so much for $10. Yeah, I'll expand on this a little bit more because Chrome 47 brought this up. So yeah, Christianity arrives in 657 along with Judaism. So the original Jews in China, they were in a city called Kaifeng. So eventually, those the Chinese Jews, once again, okay, a lot of people want to debate. Okay, Judaism is a religion, okay? Like Ivanka Trump, she's a white Jewish woman, okay? If it is a race, then how can there be black Jewish? You guys can look up, right? Look up at Black Miss Israel, okay? Okay, so there are also black people living in Israel, like I think 150,000. It's something you convert to. It's not your blood, okay? Okay, a lot of people, they get triggered for this, but here's the thing. So, well, Jesus was not a black person. He was a person of color. He was brown. If you truly believe in Semitic blood, then the true Jewish people, ethnically Jewish, they would be brown Middle Eastern. They would look like a Jordanian or Palestinian. They wouldn't look pale-faced European. Okay, so there was a period that there was Chinese Jews starting the 7th century. Eventually, you guys know there's Chinese Muslims, obviously, but not the Uyghur Muslims. There are Chinese Muslims that looks like me. Okay, so those are called the Hui Muslims, right? The Hui Muslims, they were originally Chinese Jews. I'm just telling you guys. So what happened? Why did they convert to Islam? Yes, the Chinese Jews, they converted. Once again, it's something you convert to. They convert to Islam. It's because Christianity is not compatible, nor Judaism, nor is it Judaism. It's not compatible with Chinese culture. So China had the Boxer Rebellion where they tried to get rid of all the Christians. They want to end Western imperialism. And eventually, these Chinese Jews realized, once again, okay, they look like me, but their faith is Jewish. So religion. Then they all converted to Islam. Yeah, because for some reason Islam was allowed, not Christianity in China. So the Chinese Jews, they converted to Islam and they became the Hui Muslims. But yeah, way back in the day, if you go back to as early as the 7th century, there were the original Chinese Jews, and then nowadays they're the Chinese Hui Muslims. Okay, a lot of people get triggered. You might not agree, but that's what happened. Yeah, at one point there was Chinese Jews, and they ended up converting to Islam because Judeo-Christian values is not compatible with Chinese culture. So that's some people ask that question about Christianity. Yeah, Christianity is not going to work in China. I'll just tell you guys that it's not compatible. That's why Charlie Kirk hates China so much because yeah, it's they have different values. Okay, let me catch up with some of the comments. So I was talking about a lot of you guys probably don't know. There's also Chinese Jewish. That's why I tell people they get so triggered. I'm like, it's not a race. If there's clearly black Jewish. So I mean, Ben Shapiro, he's clearly not a black man. So love your content, raw and inquisitive. Oh, thank you so much, other crazy creators, for €2. Thank you so much. Is that euro or pound? Regardless, thank you so much. Let me read some of the comments. I can follow up on that story a little bit more. Imagine if a Muslim bro accepted her. What? Lil Ray Black turning Muslim? I haven't heard of that. Greatest historian of all time. Should Allah be banned? Hey, Izzy, can we please what? Can you please increase the birth rate together? What? Was Jesus a black? Well, Jesus. I mean, no. You can look up like depictions of Jesus. He was brown, like he was Arab. He was brown, Middle Eastern. He was really hairy. He was neither white or black. So, like, I mean, people who say like anti-Semite, like that's true Semitic blood. Like Jared Kushner, he's not Semitic blood, right? So I mean, so okay. One second. I have to block someone. Someone keeps trolling me, so. Yeah, sorry. Someone just got blocked. They keep sending me comments like, "Oh, are you gay? Are you faggot?" And sorry, just what can you do, man? Uh, no. Okay, it's ethnicity and religion. Ancient Middle Eastern, not brown. Look at Assad and his wife and family. He had skin like bronze, hair like wool. Are Hmong people part of China history? So can do a video on Pol Pot. China's Bible is Dai Torah. China had religions before China. It's a very old culture. Why are the old religions not as good? No, well, China has always had Buddhism has been around for forever. They had something called mandate of heaven. So yeah, that's what they always believed in. They believed in Shangdi. So it's always been Buddhism, and it's not compatible with Christianity. So and yeah, that's why Charlie Kirk hates China. Yeah. And yeah, you can look up. I'm not making this up. The Hui Muslims, they were originally the Chinese Jews, and they ended up converting to Islam after, basically because Christianity was being viciously attacked in China. Well, when I say Christianity, Judeo-Christian values were being brutally attacked in China. Between ChatGPT and Bitcoin, Jesus was Middle Eastern. Yeah, Jesus, that's the most accurate description. He was Middle Eastern. He would look like a Palestinian or Egyptian. That's what he would look like. He's not nor white or black. I've known Arab goes with olive skin. Original people or Jews are black, now brown. Okay. Do you think Napoleon was good for humanity? No comment. But he was pretty epic character. So Han Chinese have North Chinese look remotely the same. Genetically, South Chinese closer to Vietnamese, Mongolian, Korean. What can you do about the trolls? You can always block them. Okay. Do you believe in ghosts? No, I don't believe in ghosts, man. Light skin race like Asian. I prefer the ones more tan, dark skinned. Skin color Jesus does not matter. Rate Genesis 10. Ghost wipe? Woman is? I heard the Southerners were originally called 100 barbarians. No, I haven't heard of that. Okay. Okay, I'm having issues with the chats again. It's okay. I'll just read them from my phone. Why no comment on Napoleon? Okay, Jesus was a grifter. What? Why was Jesus a grifter? No. Okay. 1 second. Let me. Okay. Let me try to get this connection back. Then let me. Oh shit. This laptop is. I don't know why it's acting weird. So yeah, I'll make a comment on Napoleon. So in China, like they almost never talk about him for some reason. You know what I think? So the reason why China really doesn't talk about him is because the scorched earth policy. They actually during the Sino-Japanese War, when China was fighting the Japanese arrived in a Chinese city called Changsha. Changsha is very close to Chairman Mao Zedong's hometown. So I don't know why I keep losing connection. So yeah, actually at the time, the Generalissimo, Chiang Kai-shek, he was in charge. He was the one who burned down the entire city because he worshipped Napoleon like he was some kind of god. And he said, remember when Napoleon took Moscow, right? And the Russians, when they went full scorched earth, they burned the entire city down. And that's how eventually the Russian won the war. That's why Napoleon lost. And he said that in order for us to survive this war, we had to burn down the entire city. So it was the Generalissimo, he gave the orders to burn down the entire city. And yeah, 2,000 years of Chinese history disappeared overnight. If you go to Changsha, there are no ancient buildings. And also 30,000 people, they died in their sleep. They were brutally suffocated. So I think they don't talk a lot about Napoleons because so Generalissimo Jiang, he was Chairman Mao's arch enemy. There were rivals trying to kill each other, and he worshipped Napoleon like he's God. So I think maybe that's why they don't talk about Napoleon as much. But I don't have too much to say. But he was a pretty epic character. I don't think there will ever be another Napoleon, I have to say. And also, he was only 5'5", so I find that to be quite interesting. Although, but they say at the time, 200 years ago, that was the normal average height for a white man. So yeah, and I definitely would love to go to his final resting place, Saint Helena. Yes, Saint Helena, not Alba, not his original exile, the one after that. So yeah, I would love to visit Saint Helena. So I think it will be absolutely amazing, but the flight will be extremely expensive. Maybe one day in the future. See, once again, right? I'm not making I want to say no comment on Napoleon's because I don't know anything. I know everything about Napoleon. You need knowledge up here. But yeah, I don't think China likes him too much because Chairman Mao's arch enemy saw Napoleon as God. But I think he's a very, very interesting, very cool character. I don't think there will ever be another Napoleon. So, okay, what did I do? Okay, why no comment? Okay.
Can you even see my comments? Yeah, I'm trying to go through them, but like I'm having some trouble. I keep losing connection. Sometimes I use my phone to scroll through, and yeah, I'm trying my best to keep up with the comments. Yes, Bev. Yes, I can see your comments. But sometimes if you post something extremely inappropriate, it will automatically get flagged. It just disappears. Don't post anything like too crazy, man. So, just the description of Jesus. Why people with that description Bible is a black man, not brown. I don't know. A lot of people say Moses was a black, so I would say dark skinned Middle Eastern would be the most accurate. Nice try, bro. Humans love fairy tales. Help them narrative stick. Do you believe someone actually walked on water? Siege? Like, what do you mean, like Jesus? Okay, I'm gonna say no. I know I tell people to become Christians, but then I say I don't believe someone walked on water. No, I'm going to say no. I'm sorry, but it's But if you truly believed Jesus walked on water, then he walked on water. I think it's more of a belief. But for me, I mean, I'm not a Christian, so I don't believe he did. But if you're a Christian, you should believe that he walked on water. Yeah, that's a good question. Napoleon was one of the GOAT generals. Okay, let me see. 5'5" is brutal. Yeah, he's shorter than me, man. What do you think of Chinese think of Spanish Empire in America, like in trade? No comment. So he walked on water and he was resurrected. Yeah, the resurrection of Jesus, that was in 30 AD. That was the start of Christianity. And see, I'm not even Christian, I know this. But so many young people, they don't know shit, man. That's why I'm so concerned about the next generation. And also, his first followers, right, of Christ was the apostles. See, yeah, the apostles. That's how Christianity started to spread. Yeah, and let me read some of the others. His body is in Les Invalides Museum. Yeah, it has 4 layers, like a mahogany coffin. Yeah, it has like 5 different layers because they're so scared about Napoleon's spirit like escaping. So, his body. I think Brits thought he was 5 foot because of measuring air. What happened? What would Napoleon think of ChatGPT? I don't think he would have any. No, I don't think Napoleon would think anything about ChatGPT. Another guy who we're all special. Yes, it's called chat control. Napoleon eats body boy dinners. Imagine if Napoleon was 6 foot. Okay, Napoleon managed against all because he walked with 60 bodyguards. That's why British thought he was short. Dude, you're a weird. Okay, man. No comment. Napoleon wore shoe fits. Follow the authoritarian of the previous empire. Goddamn Chinese historian, some shit. Get a better laptop so you can chat better. Yeah, sorry guys. No, I think it's the school's Wi-Fi because I don't have this issue back in my room. So I don't know. When I go back to China, I don't know what I'm gonna do, man. So I'll have to see. Maybe I need to get another new laptop. Because I'm gonna have if my laptop doesn't work properly, it won't let me upload videos properly. So, yeah. Paperwell wasn't against Haitians. Napoleon was actually Italian. Okay. What is this? I think I'm caught up on the comments. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, what was I talking about? Oh, we're talking about like Jesus and the stuff, right? So yeah, some countries like they accept Christianity, like South Korea. You guys saw after Charlie Kirk got killed, there was a massive response. It's because South Korea is about 1/3 Christian. Some countries can work, but for China, it's never gonna work. And Japan also, they don't like Christianity. And a lot of people say Japan is bad, right? So the reason why Japan went batshit crazy, right, leading up to World War II, yeah, I'm sorry to say, it was because of a crazy white guy that arrived in July 8th of 1853, Matthew Perry. You can look up Matthew Perry. No, I'm not talking about the actor from Friends. I'm talking about look up Matthew Perry's arrival in Japan. That's the reason why Japan went batshit insane, because for 215 years they were completely closed to the rest of the world. And if Matthew Perry never arrived, Japan would have never become a fascist nation, because they realized that the Western imperialism was going to sweep over. They were going to occupy Japan, turn into one of those colonies. And that's why Japan rapidly industrialized their military and everything. That's why they joined the European nations in China's century of humiliation. They were part of the 8 Nations Alliance. It was because of the arrival of Matthew Perry, and eventually all of it accumulating to Hiroshima and Nagasaki. So yeah, this spread of Western imperialism can be a very, very dangerous idea. So
I'm the AHR disrupting emissions. So sorry guys. Okay, there's a lot of new comments. Let me. I have to catch up on the comments again. Follow. Power vacuum. Do you think people from the past see our current culture as demonic? Of course, it's demonic. I'll talk this more about this next week. It's 100% demonic, man. So Paper Well wasn't against Haitians. So Napoleon would just probably still be the same if it was not for a short king role model. What's wrong with Christianity? No, I didn't think it's anything wrong with Christianity. I said, yeah, if you want to survive in the West, you have to convert to being Christian. But yeah, it's not compatible with Chinese culture. Yeah, it worked in South Korea, but it's not going to work in China. There's nothing wrong with Christianity. What do the Chinese think of Columbus? They don't think too much, man. I don't know. I don't know the opinion of 1.4 billion Chinese people. Said hi. Matthew Perry saved Japan, ironically. Matthew Perry from France. Yeah, Matthew Perry passed away, man. He was set up. Yeah. Oh, something is very interesting. So let me read some comments. And I do want to mention something. Who popped Perry's cherry? Whatever. Like Christianity. Oh yeah. Speaking of all this stuff, I was talking about Candace Owens. Yeah. So Michael Jackson. I know it's kind of out of the blue. I think I'm caught up on the comments for now. I think. I think honestly, Michael Jackson is innocent. So I know at this point, Candace Owens has talked about this extensively. So Matthew doesn't have a subhuman jaw. So yeah, I think so. You guys, everybody knows Michael Jackson. He's been dead for 16 years now. It's crazy. So he wrote that. Now thinking back on it, right? You guys remember like when he turned white. Is that he had vertigo? Is that what his condition was? Then, because the first time I saw Michael Jackson, I thought like for the longest time he was a white guy. Then I was thinking, oh shit, something is not right, right? The jawline, something is like definitely. I mean, like that's not 100%. This is not European. Like this is not a white guy. Now it wasn't until I moved to Canada and looked up the, Michael Jackson, like Jackson 5, the original Michael Jackson. I'm like, holy shit, he's actually black. But that's how I feel about, the transgender, queer, non-binary community, right? So then, I tried to look up, his story. You guys know that song, right? IBC is censored. I cannot sing the song here live. They don't care about us. So everybody knows that song. It's one of his most popular songs. Yeah. That's when he was forced to apologize to like the Jews and Israelis, right? And also he tried to release a song called "Don't Cry Palestine," and it was right after that his skin went all weird. That's when he turned into like a pale lizard, like kind of like monster looking, like was like fade to white, and that's when all the allegations began. And that's Spike Lee was the one who filmed that music video in Brazil. So then you can look up the song. You can maybe find an uncensored version. And that's when all of the attacks begin. And when Michael Jackson died, I believe he had no money. You remember he was supposed to go on a comeback tour. This is it. He was supposed to go to London, the O2 Arena. Then right after, like he was supposed to retire. Like he was gonna make like $100 million from his final tour and then retire. Then his death was 100% set up. Was very, very suspicious. And I just thinking back on everything all these years later. Yeah, I do honestly believe that Michael Jackson. He was set up, and they all started in the 1990s with that song. With first of all, like the song that never got released, "Palestine Don't Cry," and then with the other song, like "They Don't Care About Us." Then that's when all the lawsuits, allegations began. That's when he lost all of his money. There's his ranch, Neverland. Yeah, he never got it back. I don't know. It's probably like a museum now or something. I don't know. Maybe some other millionaire bought it. So yeah, and I was kind of on the fence for like the longest time, but seeing everything that's happened, yeah, I would like to say that for this point I do agree with Candace Owens. I do believe Michael Jackson was innocent. So yeah, I guess I got off topic, but let me read some of these comments. So yeah, for the longest time I thought he was a white guy, and I found out I was like, oh shit. So Michael Jackson, he just turned white. What? Okay, I'm getting behind on. There's some new comments. So. He had a vertigo. Okay, well, China abolished billionaires? What? China abolished billionaires? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Christopher, I know a lot of Christian Chinese people. I don't know what he's on about. The Christian Chinese people, they're from Hong Kong, okay? Christian Chinese people are freely to practice Christianity. Yes, it's allowed, but it's a very small percentage of the population. It's not, generally speaking, it's not the most popular route to go. Yeah, it's most of the Christians in China you're talking about are from Hong Kong. It's because Hong Kong was a British colony. But in mainland China, it's very, very rare and it's not compatible with Chinese culture. But yes, there are Chinese Christians, of course. It's not like it's illegal, just like there are Hui Chinese Muslims. By the way, you might not believe me, but those were the original Chinese Jews. And after basically the brutal Boxer Rebellion, a lot of them, they converted to Islam. I'm very curious. Why is Christianity incompatible with China and Japan? Western imperialism, man. Yeah, like a rival of Matthew Perry. Also, China has a very, very bad blood, right, during the Eight Nations Alliance when all these European countries completely tore China apart. So, yeah, there's a lot of hatred, a lot of colonial past, like the Opium Wars. Yeah, a century of humiliation. So, yeah, there's a lot of sentiment and hatred towards, this Judeo-Christian values or even just Christian values. That's why the Chinese Jews, they converted to Islam. So, yeah, it's not going to work. It works in South Korea, but for some reason they like Christianity, but not in China. Now he bleached. Yeah, I used to think Michael Jackson was a white guy. Great singer, and he had albinoism. Islam, Islam is also not compatible with Chinese culture. Yes, there are Hui Muslims, but it's strictly, strictly regulated. It's not like in China, there's no public prayers. Also, this whole thing in the West, it's all garbage, man. Like, go to, for example, Singapore. Singapore is like 6 million people, 1 million Muslims. It's like a 15% Muslim country. There's no public prayers. Go to Iran or Syria, right? There are no public prayers. It's only the Westerners, man. Like, they're the ones who are allowing this, right? So, like in China, yes, there are Muslims, but there's no such thing as public prayers. It's not allowed. It's restricted. He had vitiligo, LOL. Do you think Trump deserves a Nobel Peace Prize for the... No, man. Trump does not deserve a Nobel Peace Prize, man. This war is not over, man. Even if it is, they're still in the sixth front war. Even if you take out, Gaza. I mean, not take out. Even if you do not include this part of the conflict. Yeah. No, man. Trump does not deserve a Nobel Peace Prize. No. Christianity is silly. Islam is a Trojan horse. Depends on the Islamic sect. Okay. Because Christianity is Trojan. In fact, there are always... millions of deaths. Okay, biggest propaganda. Okay, there's a lot of new comments. Let me try to catch up on the comments. Christianity is something weird allegations against them. I also feel like Chinese has always had a good awareness of Islamic threat. Okay, yeah, it's Islam is the way Islam is practiced in China is very different in the West. Like public prayers are not allowed. So most Chinese people are very docile. It's non-Ming mentality. He loved steaks and kidney pies. P. Diddy was set up to. P. Diddy had worked with the CIA. Well, I wouldn't be 100% sure. Chinese Boxer Rebellion, the guy who thought his brother was Jesus. Yes, that's the Taiping Rebellion. Michael went out bad. Kanye didn't learn from this. Yeah, I think Kanye West, he's lost his mind as well. I heard he's doing a lot of drugs like meth and stuff. Yeah, Kanye he's not looking in good shape, man. You're too late to the game. Michael Jackson's changing between the Thriller and bad lighter skin because he had to wear full body makeup. Turned white from fright. Asian men love white man. White men want to be black like me. What? It's a joke. We are so back. I knew some Chinese Christians from Beijing and Shanghai due to their prior colonialism. Yeah, there are Chinese Christians. It's a very small number. Most of the Christians are from Hong Kong because of British colony. So... he saw a ghost and turned white. Lion beats gorilla. What? Brother, you sure can talk, man. Yeah, it's very important to have knowledge. Oh, thank you, William Beck. Yeah, maybe one day I'll be able to talk faster than Ben Shapiro. Once again, right, I don't have any notes or anything. The people who cannot do this, like do the college kids who are 19, 20, 21, 22, they cannot do a 10-minute presentation without looking at their phones like this. Those people are doomed because they don't know anything. They're just reading verbatim from their phone. So, yeah, I'm very concerned about the next generation. Lion beats gorilla. Side pick of Matthew Perry. Yeah, no jaw. Eight Nations Alliance could have succeeded. Okay, a lot of people are trolling in the comments. What are the 8 European nations that had territories in China? Was Spain one? No, Spain was not part of the 8 Nations Alliance. You can look it up. So, like Great Britain, France, Russia, Austria, Hungary, Germany, Italy. So Spain was, look it up. I can't name all 8 nations off the top. Well, actually, Let me try if I can do this. So Japan, Great Britain, France, Russia, Germany, Austria, Hungary, Italy. I guess I'm missing one. Yeah, you can look it up. So I don't think Spain was one of them. Yeah, yeah. China has been through a lot, man. One country going to war against the Eight Nations Alliance. Yeah. You can be only Muslim at the funeral. Islam compatible? No, I said Islam. Should Hui Muslims leave China? No, man. Most of the Hui Muslims, they love their life in China. So, I mean, Islam is practiced very differently in China. Why do most people believe that it's actually propaganda? Have you heard of Chengdu is the hip hop capital of the China? No, I don't think Chengdu is the hip hop capital of China, man. I lived there for a while. No, I don't think so. Creating Portugal was one of the Eight Nations. Okay. Alex Bruno. France, what's up, man? Is this live gonna be saved? Yes, I will save this live after it's done. It's gonna take a while because it has to like render, I guess. So, but yeah, you should be able to see it. Lee Kwon could talk about Asian whitewash. Can you make a video about this? Yeah, I think I've talked about this so much, but I think I can come back to the topic for future videos. Oh yeah, and the USA. Yeah, you're right. So I named 7 nations. Thank you, Andy. Would you go back to China? Yes. Is Putin good for Russia? Difficult to say, man. If you remove Putin, like who's going to be their next leader? I mean, things could get worse. Right? Things could go back to worse for Russia. Who knows? It's difficult to say. But here's the thing, right? So I was talking about the Eight Nations Alliance. What was I talking about? The opium wars. Yeah. So like the century of humiliation. Not just that. There's also like something quite interesting. So in China, not just smoking. Like the alcohol crisis is also quite severe. A lot of Chinese people are raging alcoholics. I think I've covered this in the past. Yeah. Do you guys know why Chinese people, like a lot of Chinese people are raging alcoholics? It's because the Germans. Yeah. So Treaty of Versailles, right? November 11th, 1918. Then at the time, because the Eight Nations Alliance, so the port of Qingdao in the Shandong province, you guys know the Chinese city of Qingdao. So there's the beer. It's the only Chinese beer that's exported. It's spelled like, starts with a T, like Tsingtao, but it's pronounced Qingdao. I don't know why they spell it that way. So the Qingdao beer factory, that used to be a German-owned factory, because during the Eight Nations Alliance, the port, Shandong province and the port city of Qingdao was taken over by the Germans. That's how they started the beer factory. Then under the Treaty of Versailles, that was given to actually the Japanese, because Japan was on the winning side of World War I, and the Japanese turned into their own beer factory. And as a matter of fact, so the end of World War I, Treaty of Versailles, that's the precise reason why for the rise of Chairman Mao Zedong. So yeah, that led to the eventually to the May 4th movement. Not like Star Wars, not like May the 4th be with you. So the May 4th movement was a bunch of these student protests protesting the Treaty of Versailles, because China thought they would get their lost territory back. But instead of giving it back to the Chinese, the Germans' territory of port of Qingdao was taken from China, was handed to the Japanese. Then all these student protests, they popped up everywhere. And Chairman Mao Zedong, he became a prominent leader. And just 2 years later, he will go on to fund, in the French concession of Shanghai, he founded the Chinese Communist Party in the year of 1921. So yeah, the rise of Chairman Mao Zedong has everything to do with the end of World War I and the Treaty of Versailles. And that's how the port of Qingdao, starting with the Germans, then the Japanese. After the Japanese surrendered, the Chinese got it back thanks to the Soviets. Then they turned it into their own beer factory. In fact, I toured that. Yeah, it's one of the. It's very impressive. I would say one of the most impressive beer museums I've ever seen. Maybe I'll post a video later on this. So yeah, that's how the Chinese got turned into a nation of raging alcoholics. It was all because of the Germans. So yeah, it's very, very interesting. Yeah, you can look up the history of the port of Qingdao and the Qingdao beer. Yeah, so yeah, Germany has a very, very big impact even on Asian countries as well. And then now a bunch of these Chinese people, they're raging alcoholics thanks to that. Yeah. Dmitry Medvedev? What? Okay, let me, there's some new comments. Let me read on this. Side hi. Alexis, side hi. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Alexis. Oh, that sounds like it's a girl's name. One of the 12% of my female viewers. Is Putin good for Russia? Okay, Amper Poo. Okay, no comment. There's a sizable amount of Christians in Chengdu. You see churches in Chengdu. You do not see that in Guangdong. She have a successor? No, President Xi does not have a successor. Treaty was of Versailles was unfair for Germans too. Yeah, that's what led to the rise of Adolf Hitler. Man, it was absolutely brutal for the Germans. So, Sapporo beer. People are less docile in Sichuan province. The Chinese people in East Coast are more docile. Humanity lost in generation as mice. What? Well, the humanity lost in generation as mice in the Universe 25 experiments or Cosmos 25. Not sure. Are you Manchurian? No, I'm not Manchurian. I'm Han Chinese. So yeah. I think. 1 second. I've been talking a lot, so I need to drink a lot of this. It's like, have you guys seen that Charlie Kirk on South Park, where he's like, "I'm the master debater." It's so funny, and where he compulsively drinks water. And he talks about abortion. Like, when does life begin? It begins at conception. Oh no, you're wrong. I'm right. I'm the master debater. Abortion is murder. So yeah, you got to drink lots of fluid. What do you mean moving to YouTube full time? Hopefully next year, man. That's the goal. Haven't not 100%, not 100% there, but yeah, I think I'm making positive progress. Thank you to everybody that's donated. Holy shit, I've been on this for like 2 hours and 40 minutes. I didn't realize. Okay, my connection seems to be a little bit stable now. I don't know why I keep losing connection. I'll probably have to reaching up my limit. I've been talking so much, but I'll read a few more comments. But I do want to share a little more story. I once again, so if I don't post the full interview by next Friday, it will probably be posted on first weekend. It will be, I think, first Friday of November, not Halloween, because I think because that Friday is Halloween, I don't think the video will perform too well. Like, I will post like a short trailer, like a 5-minute trailer, says, here are my plans for the future of this channel. I recorded like a 2-hour monologue, and I will upload it. It will be my most important to upload to date yet. So I will post that. The video will be released once again. If not next Friday, it will be 3 weeks from now. And I'll probably take a break for a few days because that interview is going to be like over 2 hours long. I will share with you guys all of my plans. And yeah, obviously it's going to be a public video. It's not going to be like a live stream. It's going to be like a actual horizontal video. Then everything, I will cover everything, future of this channel. First of all, thank you to you guys. Actually, with this channel, I'm on the verge of reaching $20,000 in total earnings. So yeah, thank you guys so much for everybody that supported me, has donated up to this point. So yeah, now my goal is that once again, not finalized, I'll probably try to, or how do you call it, relaunch? Yeah, relaunch this channel next summer so I can make better contents to take my my channel to the next level. Right now, it's very, very difficult because, yeah, honestly, I'm working about between 65 to 70 hours a week. So I have a full-time job. So it's been very, very difficult. So I'm trying my best, I'm trying to get by. But yeah, I'm planning on moving full-time, just doing this sometime. I would say probably next summer in 2026. And yeah, I will try to my best to take this channel to the next level. But in the meantime, yeah, I think everybody, no, once again, right, I will put out like a trailer beforehand, right? So I'll put out like a 4 or 5 minute announcement saying that, okay, my next upload is going to be like over 2 hours long, where I will explain everything, like the fall of the West, right? Should you stay in America, like World War III, or just the fall of youth, ChatGPT, Gen Z, and everything, like white culture, black culture, Asian culture, also think marriage, secularism. I'll cover everything in more detail, and I will try to talk slower. So yeah, that is the plan. Hopefully by summer of 2026, I'll be making these videos full time. Right now, I'm just trying my best. It's very difficult with 2 jobs right now because this is also a second job for me. And yeah, I'll catch up on some of the comments. There's been new comments. Okay, it seems like the connection is stabilized for the past bit. So yeah, so I'll stay on for a little bit longer. If you have any questions, throw them in the chat. I'll try to answer them. Then yeah, but definitely I'll let everybody know when I upload that 2-hour monologue / interview. So I need some more. Got Pepsi now. I need the sugar. Holy shit! I've been talking nonstop for like almost 3 hours. Said hi. There's a sizable amount of Christians in Chengdu. Okay, I think Cosmos 25, are you Manchurian? Whoa, what? Said hi. Did you get the AI training gig I sent you a while back? Emergency plan B. AI training gig. I'm not sure. No, man. I'm not into AI. And also, yeah, stay away from AI. Stay away from ChatGPT, man. I'm just telling you guys, it's not good. It's going to do way more harm to humanity versus any good.
Damn, but you're from Dongbei. Yes, but my family is like very mixed, so it's difficult to say my grandfather, my maternal grandfather, he's from the Sichuan province. So I was born in the northeast, like Dongbei, but my family is mixed. So yeah, my family is very complicated. Uh, what is a part-time job while doing full-time YouTube? Well, and like I said, I'm probably going to stay in China for a year. Like the cost of living is so cheap. Like I can survive on like $500 a month, man. So right now, my like YouTube income will cover like more than enough to cover my YouTube living expenses, and the rest I can just go back to paying my student loans. So I don't think I will pick up like another job because it's just like two jobs at the same time. It's just gonna be killing me. I'd rather focus on making better videos so I can actually grow my channel and just make this more profitable. So yeah, I think that's the goal because yeah. I don't think people realize how expensive things are in the West now, man. It's absolutely insanity. So yeah, like for real, in China, I can survive on $500 a month, no problem at all. So yeah, tribalism, basically racism. Yes, in some ways, yes, in some ways, I would say, not exactly. 25 times. What? Excited for that. Yeah, thank you, Andy. So yeah, once again, I haven't recorded that interview. I'm actually planning on recording it tomorrow. I'll be sitting down with someone, but like the camera is just going to be on me. But it's going to be mostly a monologue where I will explain everything. And if you guys are wondering what's going to be my key message, key takeaway, yeah, it's going to be focused on secularism and when you don't believe in God, everything falls. And hopefully by the end of it, everything will make sense. And yes, it will trigger a lot of people. But what did Helen Lewis ask Jordan Peterson, his most infamous interview, right? That interview has 70 million views, right? At the end of the interview, how would you like to be remembered? And Dr. Jordan Peterson said, as someone honest. It's very, very important because when you start to lie, that's when everything goes to shit. It's very important to be honest. So, congrats. Thank you. Do you think it's safe for the World Cup to be held in Canada, USA, and Mexico? Yeah, that's a great question. Honestly, no, man. I don't think it's safe. Imagine if like Messi or Ronaldo or like Mbappe gets like assassinated. I don't know, man. Like honestly, I think they should move it to Europe. I don't think it's, especially America. I don't think it's safe, to be honest. Especially seeing what happened to Charlie Kirk, right? Also to Trump last year. So it's very, very questionable to be hosting the World Cup, and also in Mexico as well. So yeah, no, I don't think it's safe to be hosting it. I think it's not too late for FIFA to change their location. They should move it to Europe. That was a great live. Oh, thank you. Are we in a global economic reset? So, yeah, the global economy is going to shit, man. It's not just like the Western countries. Things are also bad in South Korea, in China, and also in Japan. So, yeah, there are dark times ahead. Gotta stay safe, especially if you live in America, because like America has 400 million guns in circulation, and out of what 345 million people. So like you're looking at what like 1.2 gun per person. If you live in America, get yourself a gun and protect yourself. There are going to be dark times ahead. Yeah, because with the economy going down like this, that means there's going to be a dramatic rise in violent crimes. People are going to be desperate. So I think reaction videos from you will be great content. Yeah, I will try to look into it. Thank you, Christopher Miller. What do you want to react to, like Black Pill and like Andrew Tate? So eat fruit, bro. Thank you. Okay. Depends on time. Okay, there's some comments. Yeah, I'm just going through one last round of comments and then probably going to shut this off. But yeah, if you have any comments, you can put them in the comments, in the chats, and I'll go read them. Yeah, I will. Thank you, Christopher Miller. I'll think about it. If you start connecting with other based YouTubers, you'll make more money. Thank you. I'll think about it. Who will win the battle, AI or us or China? AI battle? I think, honestly, I think China will win. But also, like Sam Altman, he's very, very questionable. Hopefully you get better Wi-Fi. Okay. Yeah, it's the connection's bad again. Okay. Excuse me. How did Charlie get a bullet on the left if the sniper is position? Yeah, I mean, obviously you're going down a very deep rabbit hole, but I think we all know that at this point, like Tyler Robinson is not the killer, man. There's so much more to the story. Shit. Sorry. Once again, I let me try to get the connection back one last time. So now go read the comments. You can still add them like your comments in the chat, but man, this is driving me insane. It was good for like a while. I don't know why it's doing this. I have to take my laptop to some other places to see if it actually works because this is going to be trouble.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, just the connection. Ugh. I don't know why it's doing this. Now I'll go try to catch up the comments. Okay, I refreshed. How much for a reaction video? What? How much for a reaction video? I don't know what you mean by how much for a reaction video. Okay. Depends on Taiwan. Hopefully get better Wi-Fi. Yeah, thank you. I'm praying. But this is going to be my last time trying to reconnect. Wonder if China will catch up to Taiwan. How did Charlie get bullet? Oh yeah, it was on that comment. No man, like this is a professional hit job. Okay. No. Even if Tyler Robinson was involved, there has to be multiple guys involved. It was not a lone gunman. There's way more to this story. So Charlie Kirk was killed by a conspiracy. I said that in the last live stream. Matthew Perry got in trouble just because he said they wanted to find a girls to date. Girls, what? The Jews killed Charlie. Well, Candace Owens has been saying that all along, but I think more truth will be revealed in the months to come. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of questions that needs to be asked. What think marriage? Think means dual income, no children. Yeah. If you marry a girl and if you guys decide to adopt a cat or a dog and you guys don't want to have kids, I'm just telling you, you will be divorced. Okay, I might not be the master debater. Maybe I'm not the expert on Russia, Ukraine, or the Middle East. But personally, once again, I was born in a city where the divorce rate is 75%. Okay, I pray to God, even not to my worst enemies. I don't want this happen to any of you guys. I have seen so many divorces. Okay, I'm the master, what do you want to call it? Master divorcer. Okay, if I tell you a couple is going to get divorced, they're going to get divorced. Okay, I've never been wrong on this divorce subject. Okay, I have been wrong in cases where I said, okay, I thought this couple is a perfect match made in heaven, and I thought that they'd be living happily married after married happily ever after. Then 5 years later they get divorced. Yes, those cases I've been wrong. But in the cases where I tell you if you're going to get divorced, you all get divorced. I'm just telling you guys, think marriages will end in divorce. A lot of other factors, but personally, I've seen way too many divorces at a point where it's not even funny anymore. So, sofa is bad for you, bro. What? Sofa is bad for you, bro? Sofa is bad for you. What? Okay, I don't know. Oh, soda, you mean? Quit soft drinks, brother. I will try my best. Next time I'll bring in like iced tea or something, green tea or something. Do you know who Douglas Dwayne Diech is? He's biracial, Japanese, Chinese, German. YouTuber, historian in San Francisco. No man, I've been really busy. Haven't been had time to watch these videos. Agrees Chat GPT. Okay, that's what it means. Yeah, oh yeah, think. Sorry, I covered that. MF Doom. That's a super villain. Yeah, dual income, no children. Telling you, if you get married, have children, man. If you don't want to have children, don't get married. It's that simple. If you go into a think marriage with a dog, you will get divorced. I'm sorry to say, but personally, man, I've seen way too many divorces. I hope that, I pray to God, nobody will ever see as many divorces as me. If you're a white Christian, what are the best countries to relocate to an inevitable civil war? Poland seems like a popular choice. Maybe some Latin country like Panama? Okay, Morocco, if you're a white Christian, well, I mean, if you're believing living in a white Christian country, maybe go to Denmark. Denmark has what, like 5 million, maybe less, 4 million people? Because I know Denmark, they did a full 180 on their immigration thing. At one point, they were taking in Muslim refugees, but I think they kicked all of them out. They have closed down their borders. So Denmark is like 99% white Christian. I mean, I'm not saying this is a white supremacy concept or racist concept, but if you're a white Christian, if you only want to live amongst the white Christians, maybe you gotta go to a small country like Denmark. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Denmark is like 99% white Christian. So America is cooked. Minnesota gave out some warnings about food shortage. Okay. Do you know who Jordan Peterson works for? Yeah, I covered this in a video, but not too many people watched that video. It performed pretty poorly. Yeah, Dr. Jordan Peterson should have never, ever partnered up with the Daily Wire. I agree. Like, I don't know why he decided to partner up with Ben Shapiro, man. He should have never, ever joined the Daily Wire. Yes, I know who. I don't know if he's still part of Daily Wire, but I'm praying for his health. I know he was in the ICU for the summer. His daughter, Michaela, announced. I hope, for a 100% recovery, but worst decision he's ever made. I really, really liked him before he joined the Daily Wire, but after that, he just turned into a different person. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Ben Shapiro's got something dirty. He's got him blackmailed. Same with Michael Knowles and Matt Walsh. They should move away from the Daily Wire. Yeah, just I have a lot to say about Ben Shapiro, but yeah, just not a good person, man. How much for a reaction video? I don't know what that means. Okay, my parents got divorced. Okay. Wait. Okay, Mika, are you from the island? What do you mean, are you from the island? I'm not from any island. How much for reaction video? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Okay. Matthew Perry got in trouble. Oh, okay. Is there a trigger warning? Yes, the like the 2 hour, possibly more monologue I'm going to upload. I'll start with a trigger warning because a lot of people are not going to like it. I have to turn the tab on and off again at least twice because my browser is my RAM. Do you have an email? Which I have an email. You guys can reach me if you go to like click on my channel. It says about this channel. There's like description and there's an email address. If you click on the icon, will open if you want to reach me. Yo, the old man they caught at the scene was revealed to have kids' photos on his phone. It was crazy. Yeah, the whole thing is, this is like the JFK assassination, man. There was multiple shooters involved, 100%. So, reaction video means you watch a video, respond to talk about it. Yeah, I'll think about it. I'll go ahead to get a husband and put some makeup on stockings. No, master debater. You can watch those South Park episodes on Charlie Kirk. Maybe I'm the master divorcer. I'm just telling you guys, every time I said a couple will get divorced, they're guaranteed to get divorced. I've never been wrong, okay? I've only been wrong where I thought, the couple will live happily ever after, but they get divorced. Yeah, that's the only occasion where I've been wrong, because I've seen way too many divorces. Advice on running multiple marathons, coming from someone who only achieved 3 half marathons. Just keep grinding away, man. I've ran 6 marathons. Honestly, the training for between half and full marathon is not that different. It's pretty much the same training. Just put it one foot in front of the other. I know I've been getting out of shape, but yeah, I will do my best. Definitely 26 will be my comeback year. I will definitely, my goal is to run more marathons in the future. But for now, I got to focus on, just working for a few more months before I can, hopefully sometime next year to go full time with this channel. They want to post this video on their YouTube channel. What? Oh, you mean reaction videos? No, if you want to react, it's fine. But like, if I've had that before, where someone they just download my video and then they just post the entire thing on their channel, and I requested to get it removed. If you want to react to it, it's fine as long as you don't repost the whole video. Would you marry Oprah for the money? Oh, that's a good question. You mean Oprah Winfrey, right? Shit. Would I marry Oprah for the money? No. I'm gonna have to say no. That's a great question. I really have to think about it. But no, I would not marry Oprah for the money. Thank you. I don't think that would, that's not gonna happen in real life. But even if it was, had the opportunity, no, I would not marry for money. 100% no. But if you have children, you just argue all the time. No, that's not 100% true. I'll explain this more in my 2-hour monologue. What about Matthew Perry was sitting in the cafe? What? Okay. What did I should use instead of sofa? Okay. Sorry. I'm getting okay, someone asking me. Okay, they still have comments. I'll wait until I catch up on all the comments before I finish this live stream. This is a Chinese comment. Which Chinese idiom I like the most? Yeah, I think I said in the beginning. Yeah, the student must surpass well, I don't know how you would translate it perfectly, but yeah, the student must surpass his master. Basically, the next generation must surpass the previous. So yeah, it's called Chinese. It's called 青出于蓝 or 胜于蓝. So yeah, more on that later. Let me Monaco 0% tax. Shit. Sorry. Don't lose connection, man. I'm just going through one last round of comments. Monaco, didn't Matthew marry Monica? Well, in the show, yes, but Matthew Perry was never married in real life. He dated Julia Roberts, though. I mean, Julia Roberts in her prime, she was pretty hot, I have to say. Yeah, at least 9 out of 10 Julia Roberts in her prime. Yeah, I also, what's her niece's name? Emma Roberts? She's older now, but in her prime, Emma Roberts was pretty hot too. So, but that aside, Matthew Perry was never married in real life. Okay, most things not Christian, they just belong to state church. I don't think so. He had a soft human jaw. What? He was much better before. Absolutely not. Well, Christopher Miller, yes. Gaming chair. Yeah, you think who wins being attracted in U.S. Asian or Indian man? No, Asian and Indian men are both at the bottom, man. Both at the bottom. Why are you guys spending so much effort talking about Matthew Perry's jawline? Why do most gardeners have subhuman jaws too? Flossy jaws? Okay, shit. I used to live in Shanghai. I ended up with a divorce. Now my older son's growing up in Shanghai. What felt his father? Avoid divorce at all costs. No good for the children. Are you athletic naturally? No, I used to be morbidly obese. I lost weight after I started running. Kirk works for the devil. That's what happens when you try to move. Who built Great Wall of China? The Chinese people did. They were conscripted to build under Qin Shi Huang. Yeah, 1 million Chinese men were conscripted. 250,000 died. Yeah, the Chinese were conscripted under Qin Shi Huang to build the Great Wall of China. More Asians in football. Back to old folks. Why does it seem like you're trolling every video? Sometimes, not all the time. What's up with Matthew Perry questions? You must have missed. The live stream. What? Okay. Yeah. I think it's coming up to 3 hours now. So yeah, I think I'm caught up on all the comments. Sorry about if the questions and comments were missed because I keep losing connection. Yeah. Once again, I will try to do my best. If I cannot upload that full 2-hour interview on this next Friday, it will be 3 weeks from now. It will be early November. I won't upload it on Halloween. But yeah, I will try to do my best for that 2-hour monologue to explain everything about the future of this channel and why everything has gone to shit in the West. So yeah, I just want to thank you guys so much for sticking around. You know, especially if you have been around on this live stream for like more than 2 hours. Thank you so much. I'm coming up to 3 hours now. And yeah, I will continue to do my best to grow this channel, and my goal is to move full-time. I will try to relaunch this channel sometime next summer. That is the goal. And yeah, thank you so much for, yeah, I'm coming up to almost $20,000 earned on this channel since I started to grow last May 2nd of 2024. It's been almost a year and a half now. It's been an unbelievable journey, a lot of setbacks, a lot of controversy, a lot of, talking about penis sizes, right? So yeah, a lot of that. I'll continue to talk about dick sizes. Once again, don't smoke, man. I'm telling you, especially to the Chinese man, it will cause your penis to shrink. So yeah, that's my final message. Don't smoke, don't drink, don't do drugs. Yeah, unless you want to get blue balls and, unless you want penises to shrink. So that's going to be my final message. So yeah, thank you guys so much. I'm going to save this live stream and you can watch it later. And hopefully, if not next week, I will upload that full-length 2-hour interview 3 weeks from now. So thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys back on this channel next week. All right, bye-bye. Hope you guys will have a great weekend.